even in the intro. I didn't even look. What's going on, guys? It is Sunday. Long week. I gotta stop doing so much shows on the internet, dude. I'm supposed to come to Renovision to do 1, maybe 2 shows. I'm doing like 4. This sucks.
It's your fault.
It's not my fault.
You could say no.
Oh.
It's a word
that you say no to my brother too.
It exists.
People whine all the time when I don't.
I can say no to my brother too.
People whine all the time, no matter what you do. You know that.
Dom, go ahead. Dom's trying to cut in about him moving with his brother. Go ahead, Dom.
Painting my brother's house 2 weeks in a row.
I don't understand why you're doing that.
Again this week. You know, but you know what? That's what family does, man. It's about family.
No, it's not. That's you charge that man. Is he an adult? Is he an adult?
He's an adult. Yeah.
At least get like a couple steak dinners or something out of it.
He needs help, man. Listen, I try to help. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
That's me, man.
Aren't you driving like 3 hours to do it too? Yeah. If it's the one brother that I know that I like, that's fine. But...
No, not my brother Jimmy. That's the one that's from Ohio. The one from moving from Long Island to.
Is that funny? I get along with the one from Ohio.
Wow.
I know,
Ohio
right?
people are great.
Gee, they are not. They're dumpster fires like you, Wayseeker. GTK Comics, thumbs up high. Star Wars Dark Side Sunday with the crew. Can't wait to hear the rants. Skeleton Crew talk. Hey, Ruben, I didn't post this yet because every time I post a card, Ruben tries to buy it. But shout out to our boy, what's his name? Look what I pulled out of a pre-release kit this week.
Hondo. Let's go full screen here. Let's
Hondo,
go.
who possibly could be.
Put it up there again. Now people
we got the Hondo showcase. I'm telling you, after all the boxes that I opened, I don't think I'm going to do anything but buy pre-release kits from now on because it's a waste. The booster boxes are not great.
A rumor has it that Hondo might be in the Skeleton Crew.
Well, that'd be cool.
Nobody says this except for Dom.
Nope.
But Dom's been saying it for
Everything
a very long
he posted
time.
in chat
What's
this
his
week.
name?
Dom,
What's his name? Urkel, the guy who played
Dom,
Urkel.
that's not true.
The guy who played Urkel said that he was in makeup.
Tommy Longbox.
Yeah, you said he did the show.
Okay,
We don't
hey,
know
you
who
too. Hey, we're not. You're muted, Wayseeker. Wayseeker's on a roll tonight. Everybody's muted for this. Tommy Longbox. Feed me all the Star Wars. There we go. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Thank you, Tommy. Tommy, make sure you send me over that stuff. I would appreciate it. Tommy's a great dude. GTK Comics got a lot more stuff. Hi, Mr. Appleman. Hi. Ed saying hi for the algorithm. I know you do, but it's like every time I show a picture, Ruben wants to buy the stuff. Not everything's for sale. I actually play the game, so it's kind of tough. 2 minutes in, and Dom drops rumors again. Yes, and Wayseeker, dude, these two guys. It is like I have children already. It's like having 2 more children in the chat. One says something, somebody else argues with it, somebody else then reposts something else that makes no sense, and I'm literally going, "Hey guys, can we get a couple books maybe for the fucking thumbnail?" Excuse my French this early in the show. No response, just more back and forth about
post when you know I'm working. Like the one time of the week I'm posting. The only time you ever post in chat.
Hey, hold on now. Every week it's the same. It's not like this show is like rocket science. We don't do anything much different. It's literally the same thing every week. It's been 3.5. No, shoot. I've been doing this show for like 5 years. Literally the same thing.
Actually, he was in the other chats. Going on the other chats.
What other chats?
The other chats. SNS. Great job, guy. He's with the
who?
The show. With SNS.
Who's in SNS?
You're saying that they had 500+ views.
Oh, that's the main. That's not the SNS chat. That's the main. Dom, that's the main channel chat. Dom, how don't you know how the internet works?
Hey, listen,
how don't you know how the internet works, Dom?
Something too many chats.
Oh my god! It's literally the main. Oh my god! Wait, who was in there doing that? Wayseeker? I don't even think Wayseeker's in the channel.
He was never in there.
He's never in the channel chat. Oh my god! What's up, Sticks?
I'm like, this show's coming out on the 21st of December.
It's more like a Caravan of
on the Bible link, December 3rd.
God,
at least read the thing you're posting.
Hey, listen. I'm going to be honest with you. The last couple of weeks, I've been behind looking in the internet, and something pops up. I see it, and I said, "Oh shit!" They dropped this.
Hold on. Before we give Dom a hard time, you did for Star Wars Unlimited drop the cool trailer on it. So like one out of 164 posts, he hits a home run. 1 out of 164. So like, you got to take it when you. I guess. Thank you for doing that, Dom. Thanks for dropping that one. The rest of the shit, it sucks. Yeah.
Well, you know what? The whole thing with the skeleton crew, That's the first thing I saw. I didn't see that.
Do we have Skeleton Crew in the news, Wayseeker?
We do.
Okay, let's wait till the news. Then we give time to go wild. Holy crap, this show already. What am I doing with my life? Oh my god. Okay, just get into news. I'm done already. I'm already done with the show.
Everybody.
By the way, I'm suspending myself for next week. I'm not going to be on the show next week. I'm suspending myself. I need a week off, guys.
He's already had a week off. This will be a second one. Second one in like 3 months.
In 5.5 years, I took 2 days off.
We're wearing Marco down.
Yes, between you two, it's not you so much, JJ. It's the children of the room that are going at it every 2 minutes, just wearing me the shit out.
That's banging you down.
Yeah, no. Jeez, oh Pete. All right, let's get to news so you can really wear me down. Oh, hey, no, before we do that, we got some cool stuff. We're actually starting a new market index. So we're going to, I don't know what Wayseeker wanted to call it. He wanted to call it some weird thing that sounded like he was doing the Dewey Decimal System or dumb shit. So we changed it around. we changed it around. This is in the library. You know, we're not going over there filing things away. So what the hell what does the name of this thing? Yeah, so it's going to be a market tracker. And this version of the market tracker is going to be Dark Horse variants. And it's going to include some like SEC exclusive stuff like that. I mean, we're going to try to keep it tight. It's not going to be like Timmy's comic store, you know, that type of crap. You know, like, oh, I only printed 300 and they're selling like 6,000 on eBay. Yeah, not doing that. But we're going to have some. So
the chat, you're actually going to help us build the tracker. So we'll get into it later. The top 5 books move on. And the other ones we don't put in the tracker. So you're going to be building it. So if you
what's your
don't listen to Marco, it's whatever books you want makes the tracker.
Wayseeker, you're tempting.
Whatever books you want from the ones that Wayseeker.
You're really pushing the buttons where it's gonna end up not going well. What's up, Dwayne? Yeah, all right.
It's going great.
Dwayne, jeez. All right, get into news so I can really just mute you.
All right, this week in Star Wars. It's actually not that big of a busy week because next week's going to be crazy for Star Wars.
Are you kidding me? There's like
down the road, but we did get a Skeleton Crew release date. We now know it is premiering on Disney Plus on December 3rd. We got a whole bunch of new scenes. Got a new cranky old droid that's premiering in this thing that we saw there, and so
Max Rebo.
What?
And a baby Max Rebo
with arms.
With
incorrect. Yeah, already breaking canon.
It's not breaking canon. I put an article in there by Pablo Hidalgo who said some of the species has arms, some of the species has legs. They both.
That sounds weird.
So
Dom's not the only person who puts dumb shit in the chat, as you can see. Do you see why, people? Do you see why I'm having to deal with this? This is what I deal with on a weekly basis. Is this okay?
Real talk? Yeah, bringing you
not real talk, real stupidity. What doesn't make
elephant
sense.
Species.
Yeah,
dude, they can evolve in multiple ways, right?
Hey, listen, you can go with 2
Maybe
heads.
they get older and
No
they
head.
use their legs instead of their arms, or their arms fall
stubs,
off at like a
nubs.
certain age.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I mean, who cares really at this point? Like, I don't care.
This show, we'll talk about with D23, but we'll get a lot more.
No, let's talk about now. What's with this show? Well, I don't know, man. Are you looking forward to it?
I'm looking
go ahead.
forward to it.
What?
It sounds awful, but I don't know anything about this show that sounds appealing. I get why they're like paused it for so long.
There might be some kids dying because they said it's for adults, not just for kids. You're gonna see.
They said that about all Star Wars, Dom.
I don't.
Dom, what Dom, you were the pre-chat, you're like all riled up, ready to go. I said, let's get into news so we can hit the Skeleton Crew. And Dom, nothing. Not a thing. Just kids are gonna die.
No, I'm just saying the Skeleton Crew. I'm looking forward to it. It looks like it's gonna be like the caravan of courage from the old Ewoks.
Oh yeah, that went well.
So
yeah.
So basically,
going on?
All they said was, "Well, we're gonna have lots of Easter eggs in the show." They confirmed there's gonna be lots of Easter eggs.
So we're getting Hondo.
Who knows?
You just converted. Hey, Dom, Wayseeker just told you we're getting Hondo. That's what he said.
You're getting Hondo, exactly.
You want to show with lots of Easter eggs? Those have worked really well for us. So in the grand scheme of things,
if we get Hondo, I don't have a problem with it.
And it also is going to have a homage to E.T. They confirmed that.
Oh, for hell.
Oh, nice. Here we go.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
So we know there's going to be Easter eggs and a homage to E.T.
There you go.
Well, here's the thing. If it's gonna be like, listen, the whole thing has always sounded terrible, right? Let's be honest. It sounded terrible.
Stranger Things in space.
They try to explain Stranger Things and mixed with Goonies in space. Like that just is just nonsensical.
Hey,
apparently Dom's children dying. I mean, some of the stuff we've been hearing, it sounds like stuff Dom would say that there's like no shot that it's going to be that, right? Like no shot, but it's coming from literally the horse's mouth, like, which is just terrible.
Yeah.
So like, if we're going to have, I mean, if it's going to be an Ohio dumpster fire, at least like make it a way where like Afra for somehow shows up. We get freaking Hondo out there. Aja Ventress comes swinging in. Voss is there making love to Ventress, a Ventress doll. Like,
what happens?
Do that.
What? The Acolyte.
What?
What happens if it does better than the Acolyte?
Dude, this is gonna be two totally different shows. I don't think there's gonna be anything like that.
What do you mean if it does better?
This is supposed to be a kid-friendly show, so you know it's.
Dom just said kids are gonna die.
I know what he said. They said it's coming out on Christmas time. Because it's a kid-friendly show that they want fam to be able to watch.
I agree with Wayseeker. I think it's more.
Well, a Caravan of Courage is supposed to be a kid-friendly show too, and
it was back in the day.
That was a no one friendly show. That was not friendly to anyone.
Movie, man.
Hey, what's up, Kyle? Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. It sounds if it's gonna be a complete shit show, then at least like give us characters that we've kind of been waiting to see, right? It just. If they do it right, like let's not see Hondo looking like the Inquisitor, you know what I mean? Like the grand, like let's not that have like the fifth brother, like let's not like that have like where it looks like Ruben all of a sudden, like every character's messed up.
Well,
or how about you like?
I'm pretty sure Hondo would look like Styx if anybody.
You already know, like Wayseeker's cheering about the Max Rebo species having arms, and then proceeds the very next word. This is a shit show of a show, and it seems like they're fucking everything up in it, like. Literally, that's what he's telling us. So, like, I don't know how he's gloating about something that's stupid and then going,
oh, I don't know about Hondo, because the last time they did Pirates in Star Wars, we got the Christmas tree guy from.
Well, he died. I think when he died, the friggin'
yeah, he did die. But I think we're getting that other guy back.
You got Vane, who's going to be the Nikto guy who escaped. So he's going to be
what?
Yeah, that Nikto guy from the Mandalorian in the show.
The Vane, when that was left, the second in command of the pirates, when the other guy went down.
Oh, he's on this show, yeah. Wow, that's a cameo I can't wait to see.
Listen,
Dom,
I'm going to tell you this.
Come on. Yeah, seriously.
If the people in Lucasfilm are saying this is a shit, friggin' the dumpster fire already off the bat, where they praised the Acolyte and everybody called it
Lucasfilm call it dumpster
so
fire.
This might fucking be the better show. It just might come out to be great.
Nobody's calling it a dumpster fire.
Tom, are you saying that the Acolyte was a dumpster fire?
No, the Acolyte could have been much better, but I enjoyed it.
No, but it was good. The Acolyte was good.
But it could have been better. This might turn out to be a surprise.
This is why I need a vacation.
Hey, I can't wait. I want to see this. I was looking forward to this from the beginning when they were talking
about
No,
I got it. You want kids to die in this.
I kind of get.
I got it.
To translate Domism.
I want to see Anakin go by and freaking just wipe the lightsaber. Just take him out. Again. I want to see that.
What?
Anakin's dead.
Killing kids, dude. He wants but he wants dead kids anyway. He can get them.
I don't want.
He is so messed up. We need therapy. Can we?
I want the stakes. I want the stakes to be high. It's Star Wars. It's a war. Star Wars. So casualties do happen.
Technically, at this point, it's not a war.
Okay, so D23, we're supposed to be getting more stuff on this. Is this what we're saying?
Yeah, it's almost guaranteed we're going to get a trailer drop.
A trailer on D23. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so we will break that down for you next week. The trailer of this. We'll show you the ET homages, all that great stuff. Maybe we'll. It's going to be so terrible. I really think the writing quality. Dom is the writer of the show, and that's why Dom likes this because. That's exactly. But it's like Easter eggs.
I don't. Why?
There's a land.
I'm just trying to hold on.
Silhouette scene. That's.
I don't know what bizarre world I'm in, but why is Wayseeker so negative on this? And why is Dom so like? What are we doing?
Because it sounds awful. You have to agree with me.
I don't know. Wayseeker, I'll tell you.
Acolyte.
I am agreeing less and less with the nonsense that comes out of your mouth. I'm agreeing more and more with the nonsense that comes out with Dom's mouth. So, like, no, I don't have to agree with you.
It's reverse Acolyte.
Are you looking forward to this?
Yeah, man. Anything that's new, I'll watch. I'll give anything a try.
That's not what I asked. Are you looking forward to it?
Yes, something new in Star Wars. Yes, looking forward to it. I mean, what do you mean?
You're
What am I
crazy.
looking forward to? Like,
Yeah, I'm surprised. Way too. This is like a Nubs type of TV show that would.
yeah, this is 100% a nubs. That
Come on,
yeah.
man. I'm
I already got
surprised.
nubs. I don't need more nubs.
But you have kids. You have a kid, freaking Max Rebo running around, which there probably other alien races in there, and it's basically a kid show lost in space that they're in the area.
But
Where
Nubs-
the is.
Nubs is a story for
No, hey,
preschoolers.
Dom, you've never watched that show that Nubs is.
Yeah,
that shit
You
is
haven't.
terrible. Like it is atrociously bad.
I watched
Like
one
resistance level bad.
It's
I watched one
not
episode.
that bad.
And it was
and
bad.
it was a Nubs one that really was
yeah.
was
See, Ruben's
Wave
down.
Seeker outstanding.
All right.
Sorry.
So Dom this week was just spewing things left and right about this show, but we'll clear up the air for Dom and for everybody else. This week, Jason Seaman was the original director,
That's
producer.
sorry
of the TV
for
show
that last
Lando.
name. That just sucks.
He
that
still
much.
came out this week and he talked about how pissed off he is over his Lando series not going forward at Disney Plus. He was mad because Disney Plus never communicated he was no longer involved in it. And he said, up until that point, everything was good. We had concept art, we had scripts that were written, everything was ready to go, and then they never talked to us. So he talked this article about how mad he is. Everybody in the world then said, "Oh, that means this thing is canceled." And all he said is he got canceled from it, but the show's not.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I went to go paint my brother's house. Went home back to the hotel room, and the original trilogy was on. That's what we need. Nobody wants this series. Nobody wants this. You gotta put back the original characters back on the screen, even if they're recast. That's the only way Star Wars fandom is.
Wait, you want them to remake the original trilogy?
No, not remake.
No, isn't that what this is?
Not remake.
That's exact. This is one of the original trilogy character that's
On the
recast.
screen
No,
with
but
someone
nobody
else.
wants just Lando. Nobody wants
Wait,
Lando.
what are you saying?
Nobody wants this unless it's.
Do you know what you just know, Tom? Do you know what
Okay,
you
you
just
take
said?
Lando out of Empire Strikes Back and see how that film plays.
No, listen, I know what I'm saying, but The Empire Strikes Back, the greatest Star Wars movie ever. I am going to tell you.
Which had Lando in it.
And had Lando, I'm not saying the fact is nobody just wants Lando unless you have Billy D. Williams narrating it about
Billy D. Williams, bro, have you seen Billy D? I love Billy D. Williams. He's a great guy. Have you seen his ass lately?
How do you know he won't
He's
narrate
the narrator of his younger times, what he did, the Chronicles of Lando. That's what you need. You need that in there, and you have to have a good story. You know, all these things. This is never going to see the light of day. I guarantee. Look how long it took since they talked about it.
I don't disagree. Hold on. I disagree with everything Dom said, but I don't disagree that we might never see this.
Yeah.
So there's one thing, one out of 164 again.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. Just to follow up.
I can't fucking understand. I don't. What did you say?
I have no idea.
He wants the Star Wars to only focus on Luke, Leia, and Han from now on.
I want
forever.
them to come out with other stuff with Luke, Han, and Leia because I watched the original trilogy, and that's what we missed. The original trilogy.
You realize we've got this already, Dom. It was called Solo, and it didn't do that great in the box office.
Because it came out
so they didn't make any
Solo
more.
was awesome. I liked Solo.
It was
They should have
good.
made
It
a
wasn't
sequel.
awesome.
I didn't say it was a bad movie. I would just say it didn't do well in the box office.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wookiee fanatic. Thank you.
It's Big Four and Chewie.
But Chewie's been fucking everything. I don't need any more Chewie.
Yeah. I say
Don't
keep
say
Lando and drop
Come on
Boba.
now, JJ, I know your audience.
Yeah.
You know,
No.
I want them, and I'm telling you, if they did that, the fandom will go crazy. That's the excitement they want. They don't want half these friggin' things they put out.
What are you talking about? I don't
I don't know.
understand
You
what
said-
you're talking
you
about.
said-
Dom said,
you said you
I don't think
agree with
Dom read
Dom.
all of Wookiee Fanatics post.
Yeah, Dom. Yeah, I don't think you read a single
I
thing
know
he said.
drop Boba. No, you don't drop Boba. But I
No,
agree
he said
with
keep
you.
Lando. He literally,
No,
which
you
I
keep
think
Lando,
Dom
keep
said keep Lando. I can't
I'm not
understand if
saying
Dom.
get rid of Lando.
Hold on, Dom. Stop. You're just talking in circles at this point. What do you want Lando or do you not want
I
Lando?
want Lando, but I don't want a regular show. If they're gonna do it right. But the way things are going, I don't think it's gonna be done right, and it's never gonna
What are
be
you
done.
talking?
Billy D. Williams will not narrate it. I want Billy D. Williams to narrate.
How do you know?
Because he's like halfway in the fucking grave, bro.
Right,
How do you
but-
know he won't narrate it?
And who cares?
Because if they wait that long, he's going to be in the grave.
Who cares if he narrates it or not?
James Earl Jones was still doing Darth Vader's voice, and he's like,
yeah, what the fuck?
80 years
well,
old.
They got the AI. They got the AI. AI can do anything now. They can mimic voices and shit like that. They can do whatever they got to do.
You want a whole movie with voiceover on it?
No, I don't even want a movie. I want a series.
Or a series?
A movie. I want a series. Him narrating it, the Chronicles of Lando, and then he narrates the story.
Why does that make or break it though? If he narrates it, you just said you liked the Solo story. You didn't have Harrison Ford narrating that.
I know, but I like that. I know, but you know what? It was different. But I'm just saying the way. Look, we didn't know that the way he was going to play Lando. It came out to be great. They should have spin-offs.
Dom,
I'm just saying.
I try to defend you sometimes, but
I know you do. I know you,
bro. But
I'm
holy
just
shit.
saying, they just.
Marco, do you want to revise your statement about 5 minutes ago?
I'm so glad I'm leaving. I'm so glad I won't be here next week. Okay, next fucking thing.
All right, so just to confirm, everybody on the internet took that thing to say that Lando's been canceled. That is not true. They came out and they said, despite rumors, Lando is still in development as a movie. I agree with Dom, though. It will probably never actually see the light of day, but it has not been canceled. And so Still writing the script. They came out and said
still in development.
It's still in development. He's still writing the script.
What's going to come out first? The Rey movie or this?
The Rey movie.
Probably the Rey movie because it's set to start filming relatively soon.
Okay. No, what's this guy's name? I can't think of his name.
Him?
Glover?
Yeah,
Donald Glover?
Glover's brother's writing the script.
Oh yeah, we talked about this before. This shit ain't never coming out.
So Glover's brother's working on that right now, supposedly.
Yeah. So is Dom, and both of them got the same amount.
What about Levy?
Shit coming out.
Levy's movie, friggin' his movie will come out before this.
Hey, D23.
Probably because I have no faith this movie is actually happening.
I don't think it's gonna happen. This should have been a series, a Disney Plus series.
Glover didn't want it as a series. It doesn't matter what it is. Let's be clear.
Yeah, Lando show's canceled and Lando show movie in development. All right. Hey, this is the problem. I don't think we can follow what part of the argument you're arguing.
I'm just saying, I watched the original trilogy and I had fun.
No, what does that have to do with the Lando?
What does it have to do? They have to pump that type of. That's the news you need. That the original cast is coming back. They're going to recast.
Wait, why is this?
The original cast can't come back. One of them's dead for one.
No, I'm just saying not come back, but they have the technology.
Yeah, and by the way, Mark looks bloated, more bloated than
you had nothing but a whole movie of deep fake characters. Like they did Luke in Mandalorian.
They recast Star Trek, and the recast Star Trek characters were great. You could do that with Luke Han and Leia, man. You could do that.
Dude, you got 6 movies of Luke, Han, and Leia. Like, do we need more?
No. Look how it's still. This is the greatest time in the Empire, the greatest time in Star Wars stories and legends. If all the stories that they did,
Dom, that's not true because but Dom, you keep saying that, but then you complain every time a story comes out from that era. So you can't have it both ways.
Put me in Lucasfilm. I guarantee you'll be hitting home run.
Shit will go bankrupt within a fucking week, bro. Shit would be bankrupt in a week.
$400 million.
I wish they would. The only problem is you blame something else. You would never look in the mirror and say, "Oh, it was my fault. I set that bitch on fire." Why is it? Speaking of setting shit on fire, why is this garbage on the screen?
Because we got new content this week on Disney Plus. For those that want new Star Wars content, we got 6 new shorts that arrived.
Why the fuck is Bobblehead? Why is
Freddy
Bobblehead that he clicks? Why is there that character still there? Freddy Funko. Why is Freddy Funko in Star Wars? I don't understand it.
I don't understand either, but that's
bro. Once again, test market. Put a 1.5-year-old in front of a TV. Played Spidey and Friends. Loved it. Put 1 minute on this. The kid started crying. I don't even really like the kid much, but like,
oh boy,
hey, I'm telling you, this is not. They're literally. This is for nobody.
But you know what's sad?
I would agree with Dom on this. This is like you have to read a wide audience, but there are a lot of projects that they are doing that is very exclusive on how their audience is going. And you just got to be more diverse. I know people hate to hear it, but like, to be honest, you do have to get a little more diverse. These products that they're offering right now are not for like normal people. Who is this for? This isn't for little kids because they hate it.
No, it is for little kids. It's not succeeding.
Yeah, it's not for adults because adults don't like it. It's not for like, college kids are smoke. Well, I don't even know what they do anymore, but taking gummies or whatever they do, because it's not like that type of cartoon. I have no clue who this is for. Who is this for? Because there's not a lot of way seekers in the world.
I was in Ollie's.
Me and Ruben.
I'm gonna send services over to his house because I think he's torturing his kid, making his kid watch this garbage.
This is worse than freaking Chinese torture. Bamboo.
You have never even watched it, Dom.
He did. No, he did. He said he watched the episode.
I don't believe it.
Yes, he did. He's like, no, Seeker, don't you dare. He's always stuck to that story. Don't you dare. Call him out when he's wrong. This is the problem. This is why Dom doesn't learn things, because you always accuse him of this, that, and the other thing when he can't focus on what he lies about and what he doesn't lie about. Okay.
Anyway,
please,
for your Dodgers fans out there,
yeah, Ruben, there could be a turd in a bucket. They could stamp it with Star Wars. You'd say that shit's great. Literally, that would be that shit is great. Like,
and Ray Skywalker, thank you. Anyway, but that's besides the point. Look, at the end of the day, all these kids right here all die a miserable fate, so it doesn't matter.
Well, one might die.
They could die at old age. Dom, they could die at old age.
Hey, Dom sent me an article on this though, and I think it might be true. It says that the reason why Freddie Funko is in here is because they know that Funko has got a garbage pit out in Arizona, and that this is technically saying that it's trash because they put Freddie Funko in there because Funko Pops are trash, and they're saying that the show's trash. Yep. Is this true, Wayseeker?
No, not true.
It's 100% true. Trash.
Yep. Anyway, season 2 comes out in about 2 weeks, so we'll be covering that one. Great. When Marco's not here. All right. Acolyte season 2 is an announcement imminent. So Disney this week calls Acolyte an ongoing series and refers to the episodes as the first season.
Well, they said it with the Book of
Are we getting a season 2?
They did the Book of Boba Fett. They said a second season. It was season 1. Obi-Wan, a season 1. So
Obi-Wan was always a limited series.
No, but they had season 1. This does not mean.
But this is ongoing series. Ongoing. When they called it, they said it's an ongoing series. Are we getting? Does that imply we're getting a season 2 announcement at?
Who at Disney called it an ongoing series? Is the
question.
Who?
Twitter. Disney. The Disney Twitter account.
Okay, that means jack all to me.
Yeah. That's like Glasses Lady saying it's an ongoing series.
Yeah.
Hey,
I actually have. So I have a thought. I have a serious thought. I know. Whatever. Let's not do the bit thing right now. There should be Acolyte season 2. I think we can all agree on that. No matter if you thought it was great or not, it would make sense that there was a season 2 because they left too much stuff in it. But do you think that it would be better if Disney decided to, now that they've semi-introduced the High Republic era, maybe do a different show in the High Republic era that isn't Acolyte season 2? You know what I mean? Like maybe just, yeah. I don't know what it'd be, but in between, if they do an Acolyte season 2, which I'm not saying they're going to, once again, not saying they're not going to. I mean, I was Hadley, whatever her name is, she's been pitching this pretty hardly. It is very strange that they have not announced the season 2 yet. So whatever the reason why they're trying to figure stuff out, they are. I mean, you have to accept that fact that it is very odd.
I don't think it's that strange. I will agree with you.
Historically, stop, Wayseeker, stop. You can say whatever you want.
No,
but it is historically very strange that they
have
announced
this. Ahsoka didn't come out. Yes. When you have D23,
oh yeah, but it is okay. But it is. So here we go.
If it doesn't,
okay, but still, here if a fish had legs, whatever.
You're wrong.
Okay, I get
it. Completely wrong, Mark.
So here we go, though. But either way, once again, would you? I think if we had something that would break this up either way, both might play better. Could we agree to that? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No.
And then I think like Book of Boba Fett, where that broke up seasons of Mandalorian, and that didn't work out too well.
Yeah, fair.
No. I don't know.
No, I think
sometimes I think that works, and sometimes I think it doesn't work. It would depend on how they do it.
But this is where I worry about it, is because if this was pretty good, right? It was pretty good, but it definitely had some major flaws in it, including nonsensical stuff, especially towards the end. Like the last episode, I don't think slammed home the way it probably could have. So if you have a season 2 and you don't land the ending, that's a big problem for the High Republic going forward. Wouldn't you think?
And plus they want to do the fact is that.
Well, go ahead, Dom. Are you going to contribute to that, or are you going to add in a rumor?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead,
JJ.
I was just going to say if you did a season 2 of this, you're probably doing a season 2 that basically is the end of the High Republic. So, I mean, I don't think past a season, I don't see this going past a season 2, because what they're going to do if they give it a season 2, Disney's going to say, wrap it up in a season, put a nice bow on it, and we're going to call it the end of the High Republic. I think if they go back and they do anything else High Republic related, I'd rather see them go back and do the beginning of the High Republic as we know it.
Yeah.
And see why Elzar Mann, Avar Kriss, Stellan Gios, why those 3 type of characters kind of became the Holy Trinity or whatever on Earth they call it. Type of thing. I don't see a story like that, High Republic, then because I think right now you're at the end of the High Republic.
Yeah.
And that's kind of be like Andor is to Rogue One, where they're gonna be like, this is going to be directly tied into.
Right. And that's where I kind of worry about it, right? I kind of want more. I don't want it to finish off because season 2, it's kind of like you gave us the ending.
I don't think Acolyte has any bearing on future High Republic content.
Yeah.
I think, and I think it's all, you might say that, but it also makes it very confusing for the regular audience member, Wayseeker.
I don't think the regular audience member even knows that the Acolyte is part of the High Republic.
They only said it 800 times.
Now that we got the definite answer from Leslie Headland that Plagueis is Wymir's master, the second season to be based off more on that with their relationship.
She said that. She said
no, she did not.
Yes, she did. In the interview. Yes, she did.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty big.
She did not.
Said in the interview. She said in the interview.
Hey, hold on, Dom. If you're pining, let's just use some. Okay, I'm tired. Let's use some common logic here, Dom.
Yeah.
If you're going to try to pine for a season 2, maybe one of the big reveals or something that people would be talking about is who is the Stranger's master. Yeah. Why? In a interview in Nobody Gives a Fuck magazine, because nobody picks up magazines anymore, would you give away the answer to the question? Dom, stop. Why would you give away?
No, she did. When she said Wymir's master, Plagueis, she said it in an interview. So it's
Which interview? What interview?
I can find.
Please do. Thank you very much.
Even if she did, to me, that's like she's twisted herself in knots to explain so many different things from the show in a weird way. I wouldn't put too much faith in that, even if she said it. To be honest,
remember when she said there's not going to be any cis in the movie or the TV show?
Yeah, I said, she's twisted herself into knots to explain all. And frankly, that's kind of her job as a director.
Yeah, I get it.
To create hype. So
it became no shot that it's finished. No, there's no shot that it's finished. It just depends on how. It just depends on how long they're going to keep dragging this out for. Just at this point, and I feel bad for Hadley too, because all the responses I've read out of Hadley is she still doesn't know that there's a season 2 coming, right? Which hopefully she stays on, because I think she did a pretty good job on this. I mean, whatever, people might not like her style or whatever. I thought she did a decent job, but also too, stop playing everybody around, right? Stop it. Let's just get this over with. D23, do you think it's really going to make that big of a difference if you announced it at D23 or you announced it, I don't know, 3 weeks ago when people were wanting this? You got to remember, we as Star Wars fans are talking about this still, but the general public has largely forgotten about this. There's so much stuff out. Shit, Deadpool and Wolverine came out. That is on everybody's mind right now.
I get that, but there's an Acolyte panel at D23.
To do what?
What?
To do what?
Well, he's on it. Stranger. He's going to be on it.
He's leading it.
No, what's the title of the panel?
Because Acolyte talks about the Stranger in season 1.
No, it's a look back on season 1.
Look back, what it is. Whatever.
How about this? How about another season?
Which they do all the time.
So another season, if they do something different, the Hutts. Jabba the Hutt was around.
No. You're not going to do something different.
Oh, her fucking glass. Her glass choices are always terrible.
Listen to me. You could have you could have Jabba the Hutt and new bounty hunters. Because remember, you could have Diva Lempop, because she is a bounty hunter, has been around since that time. Have the Mandalorians in it. You can have different things. They're all around at that time. You want to do different things.
Dom just
can
wants
mix
to
it
make a
up.
And we have a
show.
story in the High Republic.
This is why Dom. Hold on. This is why
JJ
Dom.
Or you finish the story that you started in season 2, which is the whole point of season 2.
This is why Dom always talks in word salad, because he just wants like cinema salad too, where it's a bunch of shit that they just throw in a pot and stir
But
around.
it makes it fucking better than
Dom. That does not. That sounds terrible. I'll be
not
honest.
adding Mandalorians and bounty hunters.
No, it sounds horrible.
No,
What you just said sounds horrible. It sounds.
And just a minute ago, you said if it doesn't have Luke, Leia, or Han, it doesn't count.
Horrible? What's more horrible, Leslie Headland's glasses or that idea?
That's
that's a toss up.
Pretty hard choice, man.
That's a toss up. That is a toss up.
But just to go back, Marco, I really don't think anything with this show is going to affect what their plans are for the High Republic going forward. I think we're going to get more High Republic content, and they just didn't want to go anywhere near where we were in the High Republic because the story wasn't done. Okay, so they're going to tell a High Republic story. They had to tell it way in the future.
Can I tell you my major concerns with this, because we've seen it before? My major concerns is they're not going to end this after 2 seasons. They're going to extend it to 3 like they do with everything else so that they can try to keep making product or make content off of it. And then we're going to get lost in this. Season 2, if they come out with a season 2 and it does not end the story like JJ said it should, which I agree with, if they do not end the story in season 2, people will not be watching a season 3.
I don't think that's going to happen because season 1 didn't do well enough. I think if season 1 would have been like amazing,
but then season 1 didn't do well enough, they're not going to give it a season 2. Like,
I think it did well enough to get a season 2, but not to be like, we're going to give this thing 3 or 4 seasons. I think JJ's right.
I see Wayseeker's point. It did well enough to say wrap it up, but it didn't say well enough to we're going to invest in this thing long term.
Yeah. I agree with that completely.
BK, you'd have to leave your mom's house, bro.
If it would have been like Mando season 1 numbers, they would have said, let's go forward, let's do 4 seasons right off the, something like that in their mind.
Man, season 1, did it do good? Because I don't remember the numbers being good. I think it was 2 that did good.
It was because there weren't that many for this amount of subscribers there were on Disney Plus. It did really well.
Yeah, it was the first thing. I mean, that was it did good enough to propel Disney Plus to what it is now.
Yeah,
it was kind of the show.
Luke says
it's like saying WandaVision. It's like saying WandaVision was the best Marvel show. Like it got great ratings because it was first. But
yeah,
Luke said it was Screen Rant said it, but Screen Rant didn't do the interview. So,
but they got the interview. She had an interview. She talked and she said it.
No. But who did the interview, Luke? No. What I'm asking you is who did the interview?
Supposedly Entertainment Tonight Weekly or whatever.
Yes,
but it was never.
Entertainment Weekly hasn't said that.
Entertainment Weekly didn't say that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, you can't say
even if she said it, I wouldn't believe it at this point.
Yeah,
I don't care. Right? Like anything could change. Is when you
also would be very.
She knows that too. She knows anything she says right now, she can change.
Once again, if she's not writing it already and it's not there, she can say whatever she wants. But it'd be very stupid to give away that point if it's true.
Agree.
Why?
Why? Because he's there, not creeping around.
Because Dom
he's there because he's the master.
Oh my god! Because Dom,
because that could be the entire conflict of season 2.
You would Dom because you lead in with that. So you lead the whole thing is you have people talking. Is he the master? Is he not? So what you don't do away is give away the cow and the milk for free. You just don't do that, Dom. What do you mean? Why? Come on, you're better. You definitely aren't working for Disney Lucasfilms.
Really,
get out of here.
I want to ask you a question. Really,
yes.
With the exception of this, look, we all had good things to say about it. There's not a big market for this thing. There was a lot of people that did not like this thing. So you really think that they're going to invest in this thing to watch?
Dom, who did you run into in your life? I'm just asking, who did you run into in your life that actually watched the show, that you know for a fact watched the show, that did not like this? Because I don't know anybody. Honestly, the person, Wasey, but you did not like it, JJ. And I was about to say JJ, the most negative person on everything Star Wars, said it was average. That's the lowest I've heard. Every single person I saw watches, excluding the last episode where they're like, none of that made sense, right? Disappointed in the last episode. Not one person I talked to that watched any amount of this was like, yeah, that was a terrible show.
Well, I watched.
We do know that it got bot attacked. We do know that. We know people who didn't watch it were slamming it. I don't think, right, Dom? We can't argue with those facts.
Even the poor show from 2008 that was the wrong thing got bot attacked.
Yeah, they attacked the wrong thing at one point. Like, we know all that. But I'm asking, like, IRL, in real life, not this internet bullshit. In real life, who watched it and was like, "Oh, this thing is the worst thing ever"? Because I didn't hear it from anybody. Actually,
I have a couple of friends of mine that actually
PK.
watched it.
PK is the only one.
And said they didn't like it. They said it wasn't their cup of tea, and they said it was stupid. They said that they didn't like it because they don't like the characters. It's too flimsy, and the way the characters are, they don't like them. They said this is not this Star Wars. And these are people that I know.
Should I say there, Jeffries? I mean, I don't know anybody who said that.
There's people that didn't like it, and that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like in general, I don't think I didn't hear a single person say something like that.
But I will say this: if we don't get an announcement at D23, I will be concerned about season 2. I'm not concerned.
As far as going past to season 2, like what she's done here, what they've done with the show, that trick only works once usually. Like you can't leave a lot on the table and then start begging for a season 2, get a season 2, and then turn around and do the same thing at season 3.
Exactly.
It'd be like leave a lot on the table for season 3.
This is what worries me
to tell you more of the story. I know that's what I'm trying to translate it to a point where, like, for a broad audience was, even a broader audience that likes the show is gonna dislike that tactic because then you're just stringing them along, and everybody will realize it after a while.
Let me ask you a question really quick. If the second season comes out, right, and it's based on Quagmire, Osha, and Plagueis about the relationship, if you don't know if that's his master or anything like that, and is working on that, would you follow the show? And that's the mystery until you have to find out that he is the master.
Well, I would. Well, I figure if that's the start out, that's what the start out of the mystery would be, right? The start out of the mystery is what happened with the stranger. That's the start out of the mystery. Mm-hmm. So why I'm just asking in general storytelling, why would you give the last page, Dom, before you even sold the book?
I look, and sometimes
you ever look at Preview World? They only give you the first couple pages. They don't give you the last page.
Sometimes people slip and they say something and it turns out being right. Leslie Headland, maybe said it without realizing she said it, and she said it.
She's way too good for that.
I know, but you know what?
She talks in circles. She knows how to talk in circles better than Dave Filoni knows how to talk in circles.
She talks in circles all day long.
BK, you can enjoy your 5-hour director's cut of this.
Oh, Jesus, garbage.
We got a new book trilogy announced this week. This is one they should have announced at SDCC, but they left the best one till after for some I can't even understand reason why.
Dude, how funny will that be if D23 goes through and nothing 2 days later they announce that there's Acolyte season 2? Fuck.
Oh, we got the Reign of the Empire. It is going to highlight the rise of the rebellion. Book 1 is by such a great author. It's going to be by 3 different authors, but book 1 is by Alexander Freed. It's called The Mask of Fear, which is a quote from Andor from Nimic, which is oppression is the mask of fear. So they use that Andor quote for the cover for the title of that.
Isn't this kind of the story that Andor's telling right now, though?
But this is before that, right? This book is taking place.
This is like
days after. After episode 3. So we're
hey! I got one on this one. Oh, who cares? Who cares?
So this would be like the story of young Stellan Skarsgård.
Yeah, who cares? Nobody cares. Like, are you kidding me with this? Who cares?
I mean, it's a book. They could do it on worse things. They could do it on better things, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm kind of with you. I'm not the premise I've seen so far doesn't truly intrigue me. I do like Freed though. I like Freed as a writer. So
yeah,
Alphabet Squadron was really good.
Yeah,
I'm willing
that's
to give him a chance,
only thing it was is because of Squadron, you got to give it a shot.
For he also did the Old Republic game, and he did the Old Republic comics.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. So everything he's done Star Wars, I've actually enjoyed.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. They're getting good authors.
If you are we excited for you're asking like the error in the story?
I think you're saying we're excited for the writer to return.
I think that's what I'm saying. I'm more excited for the writer than I am for the story. Who cares? Like the story is whatever.
Yeah. I think he will make a good story and it'll be interesting. That's all I want.
Okay, Nubs.
It's supposed to be a full trilogy, right?
Correct. But by 3 different authors. So I don't know if it's going to be like,
which is going to suck
the because thing that bothers me. Yeah.
The one good thing, Freed really can write character development. So like, that's kind of what sucks. Like, you're only going to have him to start out stuff.
I mean,
And I mean, like, I'm just asking, like, who wants this?
Well, him starting out is a good idea, but the
Well, I'm
problem
asking you-
is you get different. Like, I think what you're getting at, you get different visions as you go along.
But
in the
there's gonna
trilogy
be I think it's gonna be it's enough of a time jump between each book. So like it might be 10 years later and like 7 years later.
We already had a book, Luke. We already had a book with early Saw Gerrera.
So I think there's enough of a time jump that you can have different authors and just kind of pick up some pieces and tell us different stories. I don't think it's gonna be a trilogy in the sense of like it's gonna carry over all of the characters and like do that. It's just 3 stories within this time frame that all tell about the rise of the rebellion at different points.
So you're saying it's probably more about that kind of arc of Star Wars than it is the same characters carrying over and all.
Correct. That's how I understood it. So I think
Makes
not
more
all the
sense
books
that
will be good, but I'm at least excited for Freed's book. So
Okay, I mean, like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not sure this is the concept as a whole. Once again, I'm not sure. Like, who cares? Like, that doesn't sound great. Freed, obviously good, but yeah, like,
Who are the other 2? Do we know?
one of them wrote the Mon Mothma story from the past. I forget what story it was. They've all written for some Star Wars.
See, like that. I'm sorry, that's something I give 0 fucks about. I don't give a shit about Mom Mothma. We're taking a fucking D-rate character. This is worse than fucking having Boba Fett shit.
They made her interesting in Andor, though.
They did
For a second, but they didn't really finish that off either. I mean, do you
They
really
also
care?
managed to make the worst security guard for the Empire guy interesting too.
Yeah, right.
Steal a card or whatever. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you don't hear any more Mom Mothma stories, you really fucking like, oh man, I'm losing sleep over this shit.
no, but books are always for D-list characters. I mean, and they somehow often make it good. I mean, I think of that Inquisitor book that we read last year from the Inquisitor that showed up in a comic book. That was like lower than a D-list character.
But people want it. But people want
good.
People want more insight into the Inquisitors. Like, I'm not sure. Like,
people want more insight in the rise of the rebellion.
Spin off more Inquisitor stuff too. But
yeah. I'm just saying that's what books do. Books take crappy characters and tell a story.
You blasted us. Was it last week or the week before, Marco, for not wanting more character?
He did. You're right,
JJ. So
he did. He exactly did that.
So what?
We kept telling you we didn't want the backstory of people like Yord and stuff, and you blasted us for that last week. So.
Well, no, that's because there's no story. No, I think you're missing what I'm saying. We already got a piece of a backstory for Mom Mothma. I don't think we need any more. Like, we got it. Same thing with that Inquisitor. We got the backstory. We don't need to keep going on and adding more stories to D-list characters. If you want to give us their like backstory, cool. That's fine. I don't need a fucking trilogy on this. Like,
I don't think Mon Mothma's going to be the main character though. It did make it sound like she's going to
some more characters, more Luke, Han, and
feature
Leia.
all these characters.
It would be like I keep forgetting his name, but Stellan Skarsgård's character from Andor would be kind of interesting.
Yeah, like that would be one that we could get a little because there's something there for a background.
Exactly. I like that character. I want to see more of him.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought, but they're not named Luke, Leia, or Han, which you just said is
Leia.
the only character. You literally said 22 seconds ago. That's the only character you're about.
I want more books with them in it too. Come on,
they might be in this book.
Maybe they are, but I want stories more based around them. Like they made the old in Legends, all the books. Bring them out. Bring it back.
Let me ask: do you want
those books were so bad?
Do you want any more Bail Organa? Does anybody
want
want? Because he hasn't been in like Andor or anything. It's like a.
Please no, I'm done with that. That's what I'm saying.
You're done with the Bail Organa?
No, yeah, I'm done with Bail.
Bail's coming back too.
I feel like this is going to be a Bail thing right here.
Yeah, I'm done with Bail Organa. I'm done with
I'm
Mothma.
hoping Andor season 2, we get some stuff that was cut from Rogue One, put it into that, and I want to see some fucking Cad Bane and some bounty hunters in Andor season 2.
Yeah,
I just want some. I want some Nim Nub background because that's what I've been thinking for.
We're not getting that in Andor. He doesn't care.
It was.
Or he doesn't want
to know what happened to
Cad Bane to something.
Stinky the Hut.
Cad Bane doesn't care.
I do want to know what happened to Stinky the Hut. I want to know what happened to Stinky the Hut.
Cad Bane was supposed to be in Rogue One, but they cut it. They had the original story script.
Yeah, because
they put that in.
Because Gilroy came in at the last minute and said, I don't care about this character.
But maybe they'll do it. Maybe they'll surprise us.
He's not going to do it. He doesn't care.
I know
he doesn't care about Star Wars. Add some C-list character that only
Cad Bane.
Cad Bane's a C-list character. Cad Bane is fucking.
He can't. Well, Dave's got Cad now, anyways.
He's
hold on. Dave's got Cad anyways, so he's not getting him. Like he's just not getting them.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, he's a
So do you think they're going to reveal the rest of this shit on D20? Why did they not do this at San Diego and then not do it at D23?
No,
Dude, hey guys, I'm telling you, I'm a serious talk here. I'm worried about D23 and people's expectations because I've heard we might right at the end we're going to talk about a little bit like all the trailers and stuff. And Dom's probably heard a ton of these things, so I'll run off a list real quickly of things that I've heard rumors that they're going to talk about. No shot they're doing it all.
Can I
okay,
say something really quick?
Yes, go ahead.
The only thing in D23 that we're going to probably hear is the next animated series. That's it. That's it.
I bet you we don't hear that.
All right, here you go. For you gamers out there, this is a 1-of-1 giveaway. A Star Wars Outlaws gaming PC is being given away by Falcon Northwest. You can go online if you want to win this thing. You can't ever buy it. Looks pretty cool.
Can you even play the game on this?
What?
Can you even play the game on this?
You can.
They build really high tech.
Yeah, they build like $1,000 stuff.
Yeah, because I hear there's a lot like pretty much you can't play the game. Pretty much. You want to play it?
Or a good PlayStation or PlayStation 5 or an Xbox. Yeah.
That's very limited.
I actually just watched.
Once again, way to go on limiting your let's not sell shit. How about we do that? How about we not sell
No. That is not true. That is not true, Marco.
Limit our audience. Very limited audience.
Have those systems doesn't mean it's limited.
Very limited audience. It is limited.
I totally don't understand.
Best-selling PlayStation 5 best-selling console in the world.
They should have made a piece. They should have made this like when it came out. They should have made this a special edition piece that you could actually buy instead of having.
So that Falcon Northwest is custom. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of these things show up as like custom options.
Thank you, Dwayne Scott. That's what I'm saying.
For a PC for you to build, because that's what they do. You could basically build your own PC through them. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of this ends up as like maybe that side panel, for instance, is something that ends up as a custom piece.
A sleeve. They might make the sleeve like they have with the other ones, like those sleeves that they used to make.
No, they wouldn't do that.
The skin. You can put the skin on it. On the
not for yeah.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, you don't make this more compatible. This game's fucking done before it.
Listen, I watched something today. They were talking about.
You want to bet, Wazy? You can laugh cackle all you want.
What's the animal's name? What's the pet? What's the pet's name?
JJ, please
I can't
jump in here.
I'm telling you. Okay, you want to bet on it? Let's go.
No game that comes up. They've literally quit making like PlayStation 4 and Xbox One stuff. Like for the most part, like nothing. You can a lot of times what'll happen. It'll probably be like name of the second game, not Fallen Order, but the.
Yeah, Fallen Order. Yeah.
Survivor.
Yeah. Yes, there. Thank you.
You can play Survivor on Xbox One,
but you couldn't at first. It's like
Not
4
for a
months
year.
later.
Well, yeah, that's because they didn't never back. Yeah, and look at how well that went. And then now
it
didn't go well. It didn't go well because in 6 months the shit was on sale for $20. You could buy the fucking.
That's every game.
That's not bullshit. That's not every. What are you talking about?
Unless Nintendo makes it. About every
Nintendo well, it gives you $2 off. Splat 2 still selling for $600, and Splat 3 is out already.
Bring back the ColecoVision. Bring back the
Marco, tell us you know nothing about games while telling you that you know nothing about games. That's all you.
I just told you. I told you straight facts. You just don't listen.
No,
Wayseeker, I don't even think you could pick up a controller, dude. You're too busy watching.
I know you can't because you're too.
Oh,
cheap.
please!
It's not available on the Atari 2600. Marco does.
What about in television?
Dude, I'm way better at gaming than a lot of you put together. Way better.
Some things. It's great.
Way better. We'll see how it goes, man.
All right, here's for you kind of people out here. This is news for those who collect omnibuses. Old Republic Omnibus Volume 1 is getting reprint coming out in March of next year. I put this one in here because this one still sells for like $200 on the eBay market. So if you have it, you want to sell it, you probably got a short window here to sell it because this thing will tank. If you want to pick it up, wait till March because it will go on sale. It'll be $80 MRSP or whatever. This thing will come down from 200 to 80 in a matter of a couple months.
It's not 80 MSRP, was it? I thought it was like 100 and something, isn't it?
I think it's 100, but you get 20% off.
I think it's more than that.
You always get 20% off.
Amazon will have
$80 for this or £80 for this book.
Yeah. So don't if you're thinking about buying this for Christmas, wait. Just wait till March. It'll be cheap.
Did they say how many volumes it would be? I'm curious.
The omnibus? They're just doing volume 1.
Yeah,
Well, I know, but like, I mean, total. Because volume 1, like, is that like 20
Are they?
issues?
Because I
or
just want to come
25?
out with a bunch of the shit.
51 issues, right? Well, yeah, 51.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. I think you get through like 40 issues, 40 maybe in this one, and then
Hold on, I'll pull it up right
Omnibus
now.
volume 2 gives you this and the rest of it and the Old Republic tie-ins.
Oh yeah, because they had War, which is another like 6 issues or whatever.
Yeah, all that other stuff.
And then they'll probably do what's Satil's story, which was like another 12 issues or something.
Yeah,
Just stop collecting comics, just buy all these, and that's it. You put them on.
And
No,
then-
they're fun. I mean, they are, especially to read. This is how you should be reading most of
This is
shit.
actually a good. Well, War kind of sucked, but as like an epilogue type thing. But this was actually a really good arc, I thought. I mean, overall, like for Dark Horse in that era, especially.
Yeah. Why can't Dark Horse do stuff like this now for like
because they can't get things out on time. I don't know.
Bro, I fucking have had enough.
You can't deal with Dark Horse until they start getting things out on time. You can't
They
give
are not the
anything
same
value.
company. Not the same company
No,
at all.
they can't get their fucking.
So
Their
you
own
don't
way
want to
for a
give
bunch
them
of shit.
anything important at this point, Dom.
Anything important. You don't want to give them anything. You just close the doors on them. They're terrible.
Marvel also announced direct subscription. If you want to get direct subscription for both Ewoks and the Battle of Jakku, they are going to be 25% off with free shipping. And so if you like beat up comics coming straight to your house for cheap, Marvel Direct is a great way of doing that. So
it's all about the
Oh my
story.
god, dude, bro, they're just trying to fucking kill the LCS, huh?
Yeah,
More or less.
Yep.
I mean, that's like literally they're giving you.
They did this with Unlimited, Marvel Unlimited for a little while, and that didn't work out very well. So,
well, Unlimited was a little different, but yeah, I mean, they're at this price point, it's pretty much almost what they're selling the retailers books for nowadays. So,
yeah, with free shipping.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they ain't making any money on it. They are just screwing the LCS. That's all they're doing.
Do you have to subscribe, I assume, for a certain period of time?
You have to subscribe for the whole series. So you buy the whole series.
But they're short series, right? Well, they're like 12 issues, though, aren't they?
That was,
So,
yeah,
Ewoks 3 months. Is that 3 months?
How many issues does it be?
I think it's 12 over 3 months.
Battle
Right?
Jakku is 12.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
But still, 25% off is better than you can get it most LCS.
I wonder if nobody's fucking going to order this shit. I wonder if the pre-order like buzz is so bad they're just like fuck.
I guarantee you, people order this if they start doing exclusive covers and shit for it.
I don't know.
I don't know. This is troublesome.
I just found out.
Yeah, dog ear or medium male, right?
They should go back. What they should do is go back and show the Ewoks when they were eating people.
But the other thing for this, that's a tight timetable because then it's like every other week.
Oh, this is going to be a
every
disaster.
The Battle of
Every
Jakku.
every
So-
hold on. This is the best
imagine
part.
it being late and then you're like 2 issues behind.
It's not going to though. They're going to send this shit really fucking early.
They
This is
will.
gonna-
No, you get out before.
Yeah, because you got to remember, Wednesday comic book day. That's set up by the stores. Hey, what's up, boss? Rod? That's not because of Marvel. Marvel, the shipment of the books, even from the distributor, comes out really early. That's why you see leaks a lot of times, is because you get your books like the weekend before. So like,
That's true.
dude, this shit is just.
Yeah, you're gonna get this before release. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's what. Yeah, 100%. Not release. It's before Wednesday. Yes, 100%. You're getting it. You probably will be getting it on Saturday, latest on Monday.
Yep.
But then again,
It'll come beat up as shit though.
I don't know, dude.
They don't even put these things in
No,
boards. They
bro.
just put it like
Hey,
those
hold
little
on now.
plastic
Hold on
things.
now, though. The Image was the same way. But dude, then all of a sudden, like they started doing those exclusive sales through Image. And the books actually, for some reason, aren't as shitty as you would expect them to be.
Yeah. Doesn't Dark Horse do a version of this too? Like a
They
direct
did.
thing?
I don't know if they do anymore.
I don't think they do it
God,
anymore.
can you imagine
They
how
don't have
awful
their
that
shit
would be
together.
now?
They
With all
can't do
those
anything.
delays?
You get that like 7 years later.
Yeah.
It'd be like Dom's statues, man. You'd pay for the comic and get it like 15 months afterwards.
Yeah. True.
Dude, somebody needs. Dude, where's the summit this year? We need to find out where the summit
The
is.
retailer
Diamond
summit? I don't know.
Yeah, because dude, Dark Horse presented like 2 years ago or last year, It was just a shit show. It was just a bullshit show up there. We need them to come back and just question, like, what are you doing?
Okay. They'll just delay the summit like an extra 5 months.
Right.
They will. All right.
All right, here we go.
All right, D23. Last thing for us to talk about tonight for news. We can talk a little bit about predictions or hopes, whatever. But here's
number 3
here's
already.
the
Jesus.
panels for those that are interested. They're doing the Rebuild the Galaxy, which is the Lego show panel. So we should get some news. We probably get another trailer or something else for the Rebuild the Galaxy on that one. We also are having a Nubs meet and greet for an hour. So Nubs is so popular that we're having a meet and greet with Nubs. We got the big one is Friday night. It's a 2-hour entertainment showcase. Lucasfilm will just be a portion of that, like 30 minutes, with Marvel and everybody else taking over probably bigger slots. But that's probably where we will get the trailer for Skeleton Crew and maybe one other thing. We can talk about that. You can't do that much in 30 minutes. Saturday, you're having a look back on The Acolyte with Manny. And on Sunday, there's a conversation with Lucasfilm Animation. Maybe that's where Dom thinks we might get some animation stuff.
Yep.
And there's an awards ceremony where Harrison Ford and a bunch of other people are going to be awarded that have Star Wars ties. So these are the Lucasfilm Star Wars panels. There are a lot more other panels for other things, Disney and Marvel. But this is what we got.
The awards.
What?
I don't know what the categories for the awards are.
I just think it's a lifetime achievement is what they give them for.
Least amount of arms, Max Rebo.
Frank Oz is getting one, Harrison Ford's getting one, and Williams is getting one.
You should give one to Andy Serkis.
Hey, listen, Wave Seeker, you missed your damn opportunity. You could have been friggin' Nubs.
I could have.
Play, man.
Maybe I will be. Maybe they'll call me up this week and they'll fly me out there.
Wave Seeker just does that normally, like on the street corner on weekends. Right? You just don't know it.
If Wave Seeker lived here near Times Square, he would have dressed up as a Nubs on Times Square and just walked around and friggin' meet and greet everybody.
I said if I'm going to Baltimore ever, Baltimore Con, I'm hanging out with Marco with a Nubs outfit on the whole weekend.
Yeah, if you ain't hanging out with me, you are not hanging out with me, buddy.
Topic, but you want to know what the cosplay at Gen Con that I saw the most of was?
What was?
Believe it or not, Zelda.
I believe that.
Yeah, Link or Zelda from Zelda.
Any Star Wars? Really over there?
Nope, didn't see a single Star Wars character.
Wow, okay.
It's Gen Con. That's not really.
That's not really the wheelhouse. It's also some anime characters, and then there's probably some like other characters that I couldn't recognize because I don't play.
Any Disney characters? Like any Disney characters? Like
I didn't see some. There were some Disney characters, like mostly like people dressed up as like princesses from like.
Okay.
But when I walk by the Lorcana booth, you can see some of them because Lorcana's Disney card game. So
nothing with Stitch.
Like dressed up as Stitch? No.
Yeah. No.
Didn't see anybody dressed up as Stitch.
No. It's Gen Con. Again, it's games.
I know, but the Stitch is part of the Disney game. They got D23's got a freaking Funko Pop coming out with Stitch. Come on, man.
So I think probably okay at D23. And by the way, we'll cover some of the toys too that Don's got the exclusives to look into.
True.
But I think on the first day, right, like that Disney showcase, a 2-hour thing. That's not just a Star Wars showcase. That's a Disney showcase for 2
Disney,
hours.
So it'll be
just to make that clear. So
everybody will get like 30 minutes.
Do you think that's where we're going to get, if that? Do you think that's where we're going to get the trailer for Skeleton?
Yeah.
Or do you think it's all going to be back? Okay. Well, then if that's where we get that, that's all we're getting.
Yeah. No, last time we got 2 things 2 years ago. We got
they showed the thing for
we got Ahsoka trailer and we got
the cartoon.
You can fit a lot in there. I mean, if Lucasfilm gets it's a 2-hour Disney thing, right?
Yes, 2-hour Disney.
So if Lucasfilm gets, let's say, a fourth of that for 30 minutes, I mean, you're talking your early trailers are going to be like 30 seconds. So
yeah, a teaser trailer or something like that. Yeah,
we could get an Andor teaser trailer. I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm thinking.
But here's the thing: they're calling it a star-studded showcase featuring exclusive looks at the movie series and stage shows you love, and a glimpse into what can look forward to. So some of that time is going to be eaten up by showcasing what they've already done this last year.
I'm almost positive one thing you'll get footage of is one of the stupid documentary shows they do for every single show.
That's 100% what they're going to do. Yeah,
you'll get one of those for Acolyte.
Well, as you mentioned, part of the description for this is join some of your favorite stars as they give you a peek behind the curtain.
Listen,
so yeah,
also
never
you
before
have the Stitch
footage, surprise announcements, and special guests, musical performances, and exclusive new content coming to the big screen, your small screen, and the stages worldwide. So, I mean, that's a lot to fit into 2 hours with a bunch of different things.
Well,
and
if you have a 30-minute time window with Lucasfilm, it's 30 minutes, right?
Maybe
last time we got 30 minutes.
Fit the header for the new animated series, like they did with Bad Batch. The last time when Bad Batch first premiered.
Well, they're going to do the Hey, hold on. They're going to do the Lego thing again.
Oh, the Lego thing, yes.
They're going to probably do it.
Lego has their own hour, so
I know, but they're probably going to still do it on that.
Yeah,
they're probably going to still do it on that because they're going to give you something new or whatever. They're probably going to roll out Jude Law or the Elephant Kid or somebody from Skeleton Crew, and they'll give you, which means that's eating up some of your time because they got to come out there, clap everybody the fuck in, do that
bullshit. Do we have a Halloween special announcement yet?
What?
Do we have a Halloween special announcement?
We don't. No, there you go. Halloween special. That's 3. So what's the last thing we're getting? Because it's probably a behind the scenes. It's probably, did George Lucas fart during the Acolyte? And what did he think? So him and Catherine Kennedy can say how great it was. Like they do with every behind the scene thing, dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think we'll get Acolyte. That will be the only surprise announcement.
I don't think they'll do it there.
I think that's where we'll get
it. If they don't do it there, Star Wars Celebration.
Well, I mean, for an announcement, you're not going to have a trailer or anything anyways. You're going to have the announcement.
So they're just going to be like, well, they could, if they do it behind the season, well, this is how they do it, right? If they're going to do a behind the scenes season or behind the scenes of Acolyte season 1, right? Announce that. Mm-hmm. That's where they're going to do it. And they'll be like, and just to let you know, there will be a season 2 of Acolyte.
Well, listen, the behind the scenes, the documentary on the Acolyte, that's what's going to be probably
on Saturday. That's where they could do it too.
That's what
they could do it there. They could do it as a look back and then be like, oh yeah. It's just weird that they're doing a look back and they're not doing behind the scenes, which is weird. Yeah.
Well, I can tell you this. They won't talk about Galaxy's Edge. They might talk about Galaxy's Edge, the music park.
They do that every other year.
Yeah, they're going to talk about that too.
They have the parks. D23 is every other year, and then this is just the showcase.
Yeah, but they're going to give a blip
something on the parks a little
bit.
They're
going to give something on parks. It's their biggest profit margin maker. Like they're going to say something on the parks. But I don't. But that's not. I don't think that's not going to be during the entertainment showcase.
No,
dude. This is. But Wayseeker, I know. So stop. This is the problem with Disney. You're doing a Nubs meet and greet. Like, who's that for at D23? Like, seriously, no, stop. I don't want this bullshit that you're going to do. I mean, realistically, let's act some adults in the room. Like, JJ, you're just at Gen Con. We go to lots of cons. Like, no shit, Nubs meet and greet not working at D23. Like, what are we doing here? And that probably is the biggest waste. Dom can say what he wants about his 2 friends who probably didn't actually watch the show and watch some outtakes and just want to hate on shit. If he has 2 friends, I'm not even sure if those 2 friends really exist. But I mean, not that Dom's not a nice guy; he's a great guy. I'm just saying I don't think those 2 friends.
I think that probably exists as a larger thing. Like they probably have an event room or something set up for so kids can meet and greet several characters. And I think Wayseeker just decided to highlight the Nubs.
No. That is not what happened.
That's not true.
Not true at all. It is a part of their. Do you want to hear I will give you the official schedule instead of this broken down bullshit that he did. All right, here we go. Friday, August 4th, ILM Stagecraft, a Galaxy of Innovation. It breaks down like at 10 o'clock. You go to the Lucas booth. They learn all about the Stagecraft stuff. Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy, 12 o'clock. Also at the Lucas booth. Learn more. Which that shit's not gonna be much, but learn more about the special Lego Star Wars Galaxy. Blah blah blah. Executive producer. They're gonna have a bunch of assholes talking. 3, Creature and Droids with Legacy Effects. This is some bullshit that nobody really gives a shit about. There's going to be a Loath Cat to live talk. Oh, wow. Which, have you ever been to those before? Because those are corny. So yeah. Okay. So a lot of cornball shit going on in the morning. And then 4 p.m. at the Lucas booth. Once again, they're just going to roll it out to the booth. So it's not like it's this big panel thing, right? They're going to have Nubs meet and greet. Younglings and Younglings at Heart can meet Nubs star.
They're giving you the Lucasfilm related stuff, though, right?
Yeah, I'm just doing the Lucasfilm stuff. Yeah.
Again, my point is, I'm sure that Nubs is not the only mascot character there.
Oh no,
well,
but they're just they're having it at the booth.
Yeah,
I
get you now.
Yeah, so that people can make fun of the fucking thing. But once again, just like, okay, cool.
The line's going to be massive. I tell you right now.
Only one.
I have a friend going, and I will ask them to take a picture of how long the line is.
Let me tell you something.
That's the lunch break they built in for the workers.
Stitch is going to outline and outshine freaking Nubs.
It should. Like we're talking about.
No, that's part of the problem. They're trying to push Nubs like
you're relating Nubs to Stitch, and I think that's a compliment.
Stitch is one of the most popular characters coming out in December. We're going to see a trailer today. I'm happy.
I didn't know Dom was such a big Stitch fan.
I am a huge Stitch fan.
He's a huge Stitch fan.
Yeah,
you should join Team Nubs as a Stitch fan.
I love Stitch, man. That's my favorite Disney character, man.
Nubs should be second if that's the case.
Nah.
Dude, somebody's got. Hey, BK, tell your mom to stop giving you so much sugar. All right. So then, anyways, so the only thing is in the Honda Center. That's where anything's going to really be announced. The Honda Center is where everything's going to be announced. So all this other shit is on the floor of the con. You know that doesn't like play. Like it's not in a booth. So like even the Lego stuff, that stuff's got to come back. If there's something
in the Honda Center, the showcase.
The showcase, yeah. So that's where they're gonna get, but that's the showcase for everybody at D23 for all. It's not just Lucas.
I really think that they're gonna push an animated series. You're gonna get a header of what's gonna be for new animated.
Yeah, I think if you get that, you're gonna get that on Sunday. If you get that,
yeah, Sunday, yeah. I think that's what we're gonna get more than anything else.
I really feel like they're going to announce in that 30-minute block because they have a lot of stuff going on with innovation and stagecrafting. I bet you they're going to be doing a behind the scene, like another one of those. Hey, we're doing Star Wars behind the scenes of puppetry and
show play. We haven't mentioned yet is Dave Filoni's pushing to probably hijack part of it to talk about a stupid movie for Mandalorian and Grogu. So.
I don't think he's gonna. I don't think they're having him roll out.
He's gonna hijack part of it.
That's friggin' John Favreau. Filoni's gonna be. I don't know when Filoni's movie.
Oh, they're like one and the same, Dom.
I know, but I don't think that's going to be mentioned. You're going to get more of that for Star Wars Celebration. A lot more for that.
Celebration is going to be like a Filoni fest. Sorry,
I want to set our expectations too, like because I mean I've heard everything from like announcements of Mandalorian, like you're saying. I've heard they're going to give the trailer for that. They're going to give us an Andor's, which is one thing a lot of people aren't talking about, but they're going to give us news on Andor, which I just don't see them fitting that in there. Like, I think even what we're trying to suggest is like, realistically, that's a bit. When's the next season of Nubs and Friends?
Coming out next
week.
Next week during D23, right?
Yeah. Right after it, the week after.
Yeah.
So,
you're telling me they're not going to do something like that there too?
That's only going to take a minute. I agree. They're going to give a minute to a couple things, but they're not going to bring like Nubs out on the stage and like.
Yeah,
are you kidding me?
They got Nubs.
You don't think they're bringing Nubs out on the stage?
No.
He's there. Meet and greet.
No, they're not bringing Nubs out on the stage.
But that's gonna be the intro to the freaking trailer. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Dom's 100% right. Are you kidding me?
I'll place a $5 bet right now that there will not be a trailer for Young Jedi Adventures. 2, Nubs will not be here on that stage.
Oh, Nubs is appearing on the stage.
No,
dude. Hey, JJ, this is what you don't know. It ain't a meet and greet one time with Nubs. It's a 3-day meet and greet with Nubs. They got that blue bitch everywhere. That thing is showing up. That thing is going to be fucking carrying fucking Catherine Kennedy on fucking its shoulders out on the fucking stage, bro. There's no shot. There's no shot, guys. There's no shot. Hold on.
I know you want Luke, but Nubs is the future of Star Wars.
Guys,
whether you want it or not.
This son of a bitch will beat Nubs is shit. Come on.
There's no shot. They're pushing this fucking terrible product. I mean, it does not sell. Let's be perfectly honest. I mean, I know Dom always shits on it, and I even stopped taking pictures of it. It is not selling. That product is not selling merchandise. Nubs is not holding down.
Ollie's $3. I was in Ollie's yesterday.
I'm just saying, it's not doing it. They're trying to get this final push for Nubs. 2 of the days they're having them in costume out there, maybe 3, right? I don't know. It's at least 2.
Just 2.
If you think that blue bear in costumes not getting on that stage. Crack kills, bro. Stop using it.
Do you know how many Nubs books there's already been created? And I haven't collected them. I haven't because of books.
Yeah, but nobody buys this stuff.
Do you want to guess how many Nubs books there's been?
Probably
10.
no, more than that.
More than 10.
I'm gonna go with 20, and it'll be the same amount that they've sold.
Yeah, I agree with JJ.
For one book each, not that.
I agree.
20,
Are you talking about comic book 2 and everything else, or just books and like little readers?
Little golden books type. Thing.
Yeah, there's probably about 23, 24.
The only reason I don't know about Nubs appearing on that stage though is like if it's a 2-hour event, I don't see a lot of kids being dragged to the 2-hour.
They're not. No, they're not. But that what kid? No, hold on. What kids are at D23 Expo anyways?
D23.
Well, they probably go during the day. I mean,
no, bro. No, kids aren't going to D23. It's not for kids, bro. It is not for kids.
I didn't say it was for kids. I mean, there were kids at Gen Con too. It's not.
Yeah. I mean, like one or two. Right. I get that. But no, they're going to roll Nubs out. So here's what I think is going to happen. They're going to roll. You're going to get a rollout of Nubs. They're going to go like, oh, this is every youngling and older youngling, which or whatever the fucking tagline is with Nubs are trying to use. What the hell tagline again? Let's say it again. This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. I mean, it's just fucking word salad.
I didn't know he spoke words.
He doesn't.
No. Younglings and younglings at heart. Everybody coming to the stage for all you younglings and younglings at heart. Nubs, yeah, meet and hugs, yay.
They're not going to.
Hey, by the way,
they're not going to do that D23.
They're 100. You're telling me at D20. Hold on. You're telling me at D23 they're not going to announce that they have a cartoon show starting the very next week. Something they've been pushing. Really
not during the entertainment showcase. No.
Listen, yes, 100% they are. 100% they are.
It's D23.
You come on here next week and let us know if you're right or wrong.
For a little episode, the episode of Young Jedi, they got Nubs walking the stage so people can get who the hell Nubs is.
No, so they're going to give you, because that's something that's going to come on in entertainment. It might only be 5 minutes. He might be walking out there, skipping with Catherine Kennedy on one hand, George Lucas on the other hand, and Dave Filoni shoved up his ass. You know, I mean,
he is Dave Filoni. You don't know.
It probably same. I actually think it's Pete.
Dave Filoni in the suit.
Yeah. So here we go. So that's going to happen. Then you're going to get Skeleton Crew.
Yes.
Right. You're getting Skeleton Crew.
Yes.
They're going to give you the Lego thing that we've heard, and then say, and by the way, there's a Halloween special. Guys, we have literally just eaten up 20 minutes. That is 20 minutes of production on a show. So where else are we going?
And the animation, the new animated cartoon.
They're not going to do that there. Yeah. They can do that Sunday. I agree with JJ. If they do anything animation, they'll tell you.
You don't put a whole Lucasfilm animation panel up there and then reveal the show or reveal the cartoon 2 days before or whatever. Exactly. Because they did that with Bad Batch too. Bad Batch was a Sunday.
Yes, it was a Sunday, and they broke the header. Bad Batch. Clone Wars became Bad Batch. Remember that?
Yes, that was on a Sunday though. That's my point. They're gonna do it on the last
so day. Here we go. You want to hear what the Lucas animation film thing is going to be? It's a conversation with the vice president and the person who voiced Hera on their favorite moments. Doing throughout Rebels.
I mean, they can broaden it. We'll see what they do.
I think we're throwing out a very, very large net to catch. Not what
we're talking about. Them announcing an animation show again. That's not a broad of a net.
Yeah, maybe not.
I think we'll get one other. We'll get one announcement.
Well, I mean, you have to temper all expectations. Like they may not announce anything. Like it's.
That's what
we're simply prospecting to what could happen, and if it happens, when it'll be. But like,
listen, let me ask you something. What do you
my
think?
point is more like if you want to see an announcement about the new Lucasfilm stuff, tune into that part, which is where they might potentially talk about it. Potentially,
I think we get a 30-second trailer on Andor. Okay. And we just get the announcement on the Acolyte. That's the only thing I'm getting.
So you're saying Andor? You're saying not even Skeleton Crew. You're saying Andor.
Skeleton Crew's coming out.
We get the Skeleton Crew trailer. We also get a 30-minute teaser on Andor.
30 minutes, 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
30 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, so like 30 seconds.
Hell of a teaser.
All right, listen. What do you think was more likely to happen? We get the announcement for Acolyte Season 2 or the announcement for the new animated cartoon?
During that showcase or total?
Total.
Total.
Acolyte.
I said 50-50.
You're shoving a lot of shit in a you're putting 20 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag there, Waysiger. I don't know if you know that terminology. I mean, it's probably too lowbrow for you.
But an announcement's just an announcement. I mean, it's not like they're going to show you a trailer for something that doesn't exist yet. They're not going to spend a lot of time on
right,
it.
But once again, they did.
When was the D23 where they literally announced like 13 projects,
and they said they made a mistake and they're never going to do that again?
And that was
this is 3, not 13. It's not like it's that much.
But here we go. So
it's one new project.
So we're not going to have any Dave announcements. We're not doing any Dave. So there's no Mandalorian in this.
No,
Dave's not going to be there.
No.
Or we're not going to have another announcement for Lost Jedi, the 3rd series in that video game.
No.
We're not going to. We're going to have an we're getting an Andor trailer.
Teaser.
Okay, whatever. We're getting Andor. We're getting film. You're guaranteeing footage of Andor.
It's my prediction.
Well, that's what a prediction is. You're getting. What are you doing with Skeleton Crew here?
A full trailer.
So you're getting some form of
close to it anyways. It'd be get that one.
We're getting announcement on Acolyte season 2. You're guaranteeing that.
What about new gameplay?
I don't think it was a guarantee.
No, it's not. This is not what it's for. It's for the Disney Plus and Disney movies. We're not getting gameplay for Outlaws.
You see, there's been gameplay for Outlaws out there.
There has, yeah.
Now.
The fan event does a little bit of everything. They will have stuff for all types of stuff there, including parks. Okay, and then you're saying that we're going to get an announcement for the Halloween Lego stuff, but we're not going to get the other show.
I don't know about Halloween stuff. I don't know if we're going to get any Halloween stuff. We didn't get any Halloween stuff last year.
Fair.
Was it last year?
You think the Halloween thing? We didn't get one last year at all. So I'm not.
So then what are you saying about the other Lego thing? We're not getting that, or we are?
I don't think we're getting the Lego thing.
You know they're going to talk.
Lego has their own hour too, though, right?
They got their own hour.
Yeah.
I don't think they can get anything more there. Maybe.
No, they do. But if you've ever been to any of, like, if you go to Celebration, you go to anything else, they announce 1 or 2 of these things and then just keep replaying the shit all the time at different things. Like, you got to understand the hour. Where's the hour at for Lego? Where's the hour at for Lego? What day is it on?
Friday morning, afternoon, whatever that is.
Friday. That's at the booth. That's not. They're not that. That's not what you think it is.
You know
that's
what,
on the floor, dude. That's not.
D23 is like. D23 is like Toy Fair. You get the toys that are possibly coming out, the new stuff that's going to be maybe making its way, but in their way. Because, like I said, Lucasfilm has 30 minutes. In 30 minutes time, you could do.
We don't even know if they have 30 minutes.
I don't know.
Write them down.
Do 30 minutes, but at the same time, you have to be very sporadic in what you do. Yes, Skeleton Crew might get that trailer, and they might talk about Andor. I don't think Andor's going to get a trailer. I think Skeleton Crew, because it's closer. It is closer to the end of the year. And
I agree with a lot. That's making some sense.
December 3rd is very close, so they'll show that. We'll get that, and the animation. We might get something in the works if they talk about a new animated cartoon. And with the Lego, they might mention there's a new Lego Halloween special coming soon.
Yeah, I think he's right. I think that's what we're getting. That's it. And I'm adding in that they're going to talk about Jedi the Nub show because they're 100%. Well, you don't have don't twist your head. You don't have fucking a furry shitbag show up and then not mention anything about it.
It takes 30 minutes to talk about all those 3 or 4 things.
Yes, because they got to bring out because they're going to presentation, clap, and having fucktards come out, man. Come on,
13 movies, 30 minutes.
But that's what they do. That's what they do.
Well, listen, you might have D. Bradley
Baker.
Confusing D. Bradley Baker does the voice
Celebration in 23. I don't know that.
I agree. It takes a minute.
They literally said they're having the actors and stuff come out on stage. That's what their description is.
The voice of Nubs.
Who?
What?
D. Bradley Baker.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might have him there.
Why? No, now he's going off there.
I'm saying you might have him there.
Nobody wants to see D. Bradley Baker come on stage.
He's the voice of Nubs and the friggin' creature in the
But
friggin'
he's right. It does say that they're going to have people who did that type of shit in the background. I don't know, man.
No, they are.
I think you should all temper down expectations. Most people that go D23
you keep throwing Young Jedi Adventures into the 2-hour showcase. Why wouldn't you do it at the Lucasfilm animation thing?
Because that's only in the booth. That's not in the main.
Who cares?
Production level.
They're having a conversation with them at the booth.
Yeah. Yeah.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Once again, I'll go back through it. I'll go back through what their official. See, Wayseeker as usual is tilting stuff. I'm going to show. There's a Lucas Bill. There's 3 different places. There's the Lucas booth. Throughout the event, Lucas is excited to offer D23 attendees with the opportunity to experience firsthand the magic of ILM technology, blah, 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 the Mandalorian that they use at all these different things. Visit Lucas Pavilion for an immersed photo opportunity with them and a bunch of their shit. Then there's the pavilion, the Disney Plus pavilion. Stop by the pavilion during D23 for a chance to celebrate streaming, blah, 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 blah. And then there's the Darkade, which is production experience. The booth has got the ILM stuff. The booth has Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy. The booth has the creature and droid thing. The booth has Young Jedi Adventure meet and greet with Nubs. Disney Entertainment Showcase is at the Honda Center. It is not for everybody. It's only for fan pass ticket holders. There are no reservations or standby queues available for the Honda Center. That's where they're going to give the whole big thing. Then the booth is going to have ILM on Saturday. The booth is going to have Stagecraft again. The booth is going to have Legacy and Effects. The booth is going to have the booth is going to have a look back where they're going to have a sit down chat with the Acolyte and Manny J. The booth is going to then on Sunday have the innovation again, animation again at the booth, effects at the booth, Nub meet and greet at the booth, and then in the Honda Center they're going to have.
So I have a feeling though this booth or whatever you call it is not a traditional con booth. It's more than like 2 tables, right?
Yeah, it's
going to be an area where they sit
like
down.
Their own little area.
It's like a room. It's going to be a place.
Like a convention room.
Yes.
No,
it's going to be like its own room.
It's going to be a sit down area. You know what I'm talking about? Where they've done it before.
But yeah, they do announcements of those things sometimes. They did that. That was the Bad Batch one. They did that at the booth, like that type of space.
Yeah, but they're not going to be showing fucking trailers and shit.
Why not?
Okay. All right. Well, good luck with that.
I mean, if you're sitting there having a conversation, if you can hear people talk, why wouldn't they do a trailer? Like, all you need is a screen and a projector. Maybe. It's not like you need a huge setup.
Well, I mean, okay. Yeah, I mean, they right in the middle of Nubs walking in front of the fucking projector.
But my point is they've announced
fucking Nubs to be doing
things at these conversations.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, here's a trailer.
You get over the fact that they've announced things at these conversations before.
You're saying it was very Domish. Domish is the only one that saw dumb. All right, let's move along. Let's get into the rest of the week. Well, speaking of that, we can do some toys real quickly before we get into comics. Here we go.
Quick. Well, this is not the fan expo. This is coming out. That's go ahead. It's coming out. Target exclusive. The Bitty Pops. They're small like these.
Why wouldn't we start with the stuff that's
why don't we do D23?
Well, no, D23.
Well, because he bought something he wants to show it off. Go ahead.
No.
Show it. Go ahead.
Show it again, Dom. The minis. Little Pops. That's what this is.
They're like the ones that go on a keychain.
God save you guys next week if we can't fucking have this shit run out.
And I come and have a mini ride. You have mini rides, which they save
Is any of these Star Wars?
Why are we watching
the top one? I couldn't find a single picture of just the one. And this is coming out for Funko. Darth Vader, Anakin, and the droid in dual Mustafar. And that was the only Funko Pops.
Stupid
Shout out Scarlet Joker.
All right, so this is a D23 exclusive that's coming out.
Oh my God, why do you have a condom on his head?
No, dude, can't you build these? You can build these at. Can't you build this exact one at Galaxy's Edge?
I don't know, but this, I guess so. But this is the Fantasia hat for Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I think the my kids have that on one of the droids that they built there.
I don't think it's available all the time.
Oh, okay.
So this is a fig
that's
pin.
A cool pin.
Yeah, it's a fig pin, limited to 500 pieces, only at D23.
Man, that's a cool one.
I like that.
Not cool.
You got another limited edition Padme D23 fig pin.
Is that Padme or Sabe?
Yeah, who knows?
Hey, it could be there. All right. Wait a minute. I had a picture. There was a lightsaber. There was a box of lightsabers that D23.
Bro, I can't help you with. I'm old. I only press the buttons, bro. I don't. Hold on. Let me see if I got it. Nope. Okay.
Nope. It wasn't even through. But there's a limited edition.
Yeah, it's a cool lightsaber thing.
So it has 3 hilts in it. That's coming out. I'm trying to find.
There's also a bunch of other D23 stuff. They got announced this week.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of like. But anyway, I got it just. No, I'm just saying. I put in. I tried
Dom,
putting the best stuff.
it's not you. It's okay.
All right, so this is the last thing.
Who is it?
Last 2 weeks ago or 2 months ago, the last one sold. It was sold for $204,000. It just a new one came up. It's up to $457,000 now. Could go higher in 2 months. It's the same. It's the another one that came up. So it's actually more than the one that just sold for $204,000. That broke the record. It's already broke a record, and it's already at auction at $457,000. The J slot.
Wow.
Boba Fett. I would love to have this in my collection.
Your message literally goes, I sent you 7 slides.
I did.
This is slide number 7.
This is slide 7.
This is slide number 6. This is slide
All right,
number
you know
5.
what? I sent you some stuff, and that was it. That was the stuff that I had. But the D23 stuff,
I got like 5 other D23 things I could have put in news.
I thought you would do the lightsabers in the news because you usually do it.
Never mind.
What?
I'm
sorry.
really going to. No, you're good, brother. Can somebody pull up some pictures of it so we can pull it up on your phone like you normally do, Dom, so we can see it on your phone? Let's just do it. Fuck it. Fuck it. All right. This week we had number 4, Darth Maul. I like this. Wayseeker's a turd nugget. He doesn't like this because it's fucking cool and he hates cool fucking things. I'm not going to spoil the story of what happened. I'm going to tell you though.
The big hand cover still bothers me.
The big hand cover does bother me too. But I actually, unlike Wayseeker, really dig the inside. I think these are very popular because the art really does sell it. The inside, the action poses using the black and white and then combining it with like just the boldness of the red. The light looks dope as hell, like it's actually moving in this book. You get a little bit of a weird looking Emperor Palps trying to back massage.
Back rub, baby.
Yeah, giving them a back rub. It's really cool. Read the book. It's very good. Agree with me. Disagree with Wayseeker because nubs suck. All right. Great book this week, though.
Just go back to
awesome
D23 real quick.
What?
They also are coming out with a new Star Speeder, which is with DJ Rex. That is really cool. Back from,
Okay, do we have a picture of it? Because if we don't have a picture of it,
I
the
can
internet with showing stuff. So we're not showing stuff. So we're just going to do words.
I'll point in chat.
No, just show it. Yeah, thank you.
Do that.
What?
How do you do that?
All right.
Never mind.
Here we go. Next, go ahead. Wait to go put it in chat. I'll pull it up as soon as I'm done doing this.
Okay.
Here we go. The Inquisitors. They got next week. We're coming out with another Inquisitors. They will be covered. I'll cut it for you guys. Will cover it. This book's been pretty good. I enjoy the backstories on these things. Also, the High Republic's got a regular. There you go. See, Dom's got it already. Look at that. We can do the Dom thing. Just right. Let's stop. Just stop everything.
We got
What's
the
your
helmet.
messaging? Okay, cool.
All ran. Some shirts.
Oh, it's what's your name shirts. Awesome.
Yeah, that's.
Where's the lightsaber thing?
Yeah,
oh, that's cool.
That's the thing.
Yeah, the
That's
speeder's
just
cool.
That's the back. Yeah, that figure.
Oh, because they're gonna have the guy that drives it.
And yeah, you're getting the blade of Ochi's blade.
OG
God.
Bastoon's blade.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
So cool though.
It does look cool though.
I gotta find the other one, the other hilt. Hold on.
I'm
This
like, there's
is
so
what
many
we're
cool
doing.
23
This
things
is what
going
we're
on.
doing. We forgot all the cool
I was
shit.
trying, listen.
It's all right, Dom. You were helping your brother.
I was
out, I get it.
away, and I came back, and I was trying to get as much as.
No, I got it. Also, supposedly we are. I was not even gonna put these books up here because we're supposed to be getting them, but fuck Dark Horse. However, we did have an artist on one time. She was very nice. I'm brain farting now because I'm just like
Sherry
yeah.
L.
Yeah.
She's doing that
We're
B
literally
cover.
showing somebody's phone on this show. All right. So she has the B cover. If you like her, she was very nice. She came and supports us. Try to support her. If you're going to buy a cover, please ask for the B cover. All right. Thank you very much. FOC. So this is a turd sack rinsed again in a 20-pound bag. Star Wars, Kylo Ren, Halloween, Trick or Treat. They're asking for their 20 bundles. Remember, I think it's like 10 cents a piece for these. But all it is Kylo Ren, Age of Resistance #1, which is a 50-cent book in 2019, reprinted for the Halloween special. Awesome. That story that we all fucking want.
It makes no sense.
Huh?
This makes no sense.
Absolutely. I have no clue. If anybody can tell me why they're doing this.
It's because they're moving forward with Kylo stories. But like, who cares about this one? Just move forward with Kylo stories. Who
right.
cares about this?
So the reason
Dom,
why.
Dom.
They,
Go ahead.
I'm trying to
Go
find
ahead.
the thing.
No, don't find anything else. You can talk about this, but if you put up your phone one more time, Just wait till the end.
I'm saying the Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
So the snippet of Kylo Ren, the Sean Levy movie, might be a Kylo Ren story. That's what might be. That's Kylo Ren.
This movie that might come out in like 7 years from now is why they're doing a Halloween special.
I'm just saying that Kylo Ren is a focal point. Hold on, I'm trying to. Yeah, here it is.
Nope. Don't you dare hold that phone up. All right, next up, also on FOC. Just wait. Wait till the end of this. Wait till the end.
Okay.
The Acolyte is coming out. We're gonna get the. I was kind of hinting at this earlier. I'm actually looking forward to this. I kind of think this is how it should be done. We should get one shots where we get just like a simple story. This character doesn't need like in depth a fucking 50-page novel. You can give us a little bit of a backstory in a one shot and see if we like it or not. Get us the copies. That cover, the 100 and the non-A cover, I think it's the B cover or whatever it is that they're doing the one, or maybe it is the A cover 1/100. That cover's done by that one artist, starts with an O. I can't remember how to pronounce his last name, so I'm not gonna try to murder
it. Starts with an O.
Osaki.
Something with an O, right?
Yeah, Osaki. There you go. Thank you. Osaki, great cover. I don't think I'd be paying the 130 for the 1/100, but if it comes down, it's worth it. I actually like the 1/25. I think that's a real dope cover. And I want to hear you guys' opinion on it. I know JJ's going to be like, who cares? But like, I think this is a great way to do it, to tally in comics with, your show bases.
So I would agree with you.
But it's not your. Okay, I got it.
If we weren't getting this character in the Kevin Scott run, coming out in February, where he's going to be main character in the High Republic.
Mm-hmm. I agree, but I think this is the way to do it.
I completely agree. But if you're going to include him in the High Republic main run, we don't need this one shot.
But this might be the prior to White when he went to the planet and left.
It is supposed to be prior to that.
Yeah, so
I would hope so because he died.
It definitely says delve. Okay, hold on. So I put some words up there. I hate reading on the internet, but we're going to read on the internet. Delve deep into the history of Kalnaka and the world of the High Republic in this bombastic one shot. Includes an exclusive interview with the actor.
Okay.
So that's what it's about. So we are going to get one shot. It's going to go back. We're going to deep into his history. So we're going to get to see a little bit about him, which there we go. I mean, yeah. All right. Next up, that's all we got for FOC.
You want to see the hilt? No. You want to see it?
Yeah, we do. We'll do that. Then we'll talk about cards because some cards came out this week. Jesus.
I know.
I could just screen share the thing.
I know. I could just screen share this.
Yeah, so basically you get the 3 hilts.
This is more
Which 3 hilt today? Did we get an ad 2 pop up there? I hope we get monetize that shit.
It's the Disney Source Suit lightsaber. It says limited. It goes 550, limited to 3,000 pieces. Includes inspired those used by Ahsoka Tano, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Anakin Skywalker.
How much is it?
550.
Which isn't bad.
That's not a fucking bad deal, bro.
No,
especially for those 3 hilts.
And it's limited to 3,000 pieces. If it is 3,000 pieces.
Yeah, it probably is. That's a pretty good deal, man.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about more exclusives, but first, can we just talk? I know a lot of people don't want. There's not. We'll do. Do you want to do cards after?
Let's do it now.
Okay, cards. So they came out. I know it's a long way down the road, but I know people are really excited about some of these cards. Twilight of the Republic. They revealed some of their stuff. Once again, I'm not buying any more booster boxes. I'm just not. They were not good. None of them were great. I just thought that I didn't hit. Their hits were bad, but I will be buying a bunch of pre-releases on Twilight of the Republic. They gave us 2 cards. We're going to get a Clone Wars, or 2 leaders, a Clone War. We're not going to go through all the stats on this, guys. We're just going to go over it. Showcase, or not showcase. They didn't give us a showcase version, but a leader of Ahsoka Tano and Clone Wars. They also gave us a Grievous, which I think is awesome. Like, it's cool that we're getting a Grievous. There is a special, they're introducing a new mechanic. It's a lot like Shield and whatever, but this one is called Battle Droid tokens and clone tokens. And like, for example, when you play Captain Rex, you pull out 2 of these ones and you just get a, I didn't show it here. Where the hell is it? I'll show you the token cards later.
It's a 2/2 token.
Yeah, it's just a 2/2
Clone Wars is 2/2 and the other one's droids are 1/1.
Where the hell is it? Here. Is that it right there? Yeah, there it is. Right? Nope. It's not.
Nope.
There it is. There we go. Just one
there
guy.
you go.
So this, I just have one question on this. It doesn't cost anything. You just pull it out when you play it.
Yep.
And
Just get
they
it.
activate right away. So
yeah.
That's awesome because you can just spam that shit, which is kind of cool. We're also gonna get a Anakin Skywalker with him and Ahsoka together on the card. You're gonna get a guard. There's a lot of, even Dom was stupid excited about how some of these cards were coming out, which I can't blame him. It's a lot of Clone War stuff. It looks like the whole thing's gonna be Clone War geared, which is just, that's pretty dope. Final one, we get Hellfire Tank and the 30-second Stalwart. Seems like it's going to be a very interesting round. I'm excited about this. This last one, the card playability, I will say in season 2 is very good, but some of the characters are lackluster, shall we say? I think.
Marco, would you get that card again? What card did you get again?
Oh, I got the Hondo card. Is Jerome here?
I
got the showcase. Yeah, there we go.
There you
Pull
go.
this. It was the first pack in the pre-release too.
Nice.
I think this new set will be a lot more impactful because I think bounties aren't hitting in the same way, but like being able to just create units and mass,
and start spamming,
way more powerful.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, it like the hype around. Like, there's a couple characters that people are like, "Oh, that's cool," but like the hype around what you've seen already, and the like.
You didn't think people really wanted a Gar Saxon?
No. Yeah, Gar Saxon is.
It was a really lame characters. Other than like,
I mean, I'll be honest. Like one of the, it's sad because like the first series, the Vader card, the Boba Fett card were very like top tier cards. You know what I mean? Like cards people are going after expensive. This one, you know what it is? Fucking the Crate Dragon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's your fucking OP card in this pack. The Crate, which I pulled all of my pre-releases, so the fuck ever, dude. But like, you know, I mean, it's a great card. It just that's what we're getting here, huh? Crate Dragon instead of Ahsoka, Clone Wars Ahsoka, Clone Wars Anakin, Grievous. I mean, just they got Captain Rex. Obviously, is going to be there. You know, I heard all types of stuff. Like people are like, "Hey, we're going to get Cody Wolf. They're going to go through." Yeah,
we're getting a Saj.
What are we going to make the sword card?
We're gonna get adventure, huh?
A Minta sword card. We're gonna get one of those. What do you think?
Sometime between now and probably never.
No. When they release the whole I bet you the next one they go after this is more Mandalorian. Yeah. They're gonna do a more Mandalorian, a split, or more recent like Book of Boba Fett Mandalorian shit. They're gonna. That's because that's just how they're going through all the product. So, but that's what we got for update for cards. It's looking good already. I know that's. What is that? September, October,
3 months away.
November. Yeah,
3 months.
So there you go.
We'll start getting spoilers though. I would say in another couple of weeks. 3
I'm excited about it. I will tell you. I will tell you the cards that are in. If you play the games, the cards that are coming out in the second series, you see a lot of people playing with those cards. Mm-hmm. Like the cards are very good action wise, excluding bounties. You don't see people play with that. The problem is the characters on them suck. Like, hey, I'm playing Moisture Farmer.
Or what's the one that's kidnapping children?
Yeah. There's one where they kidnap children. Like, yeah, I'm playing the crate, and out comes the Crate Dragon. Wait, what? Like,
well, also too, like, I hope the Clone Wars thing. Like, I'm all for having characters from a different era, but like. Let's stop with so much of the back-to-back characters as leaders. Like, I don't need I hope this doesn't have like a Clone Wars Boba Fett leader. Like, I don't need another.
Yeah, that was lame. Unfortunately, they did a crap job in Maryland. And I'll be honest with you, the series 2, like, okay, you did okay with, I guess, but it wasn't even Boba. Like, you did Bo-Katan, and then you gave us some Mandalorians from early and back, like both the cartoon and whatever. But then you gave us Rey and Kylo, and I'm not saying like, hey, but you didn't give us any Knight or Ren. Instead, we got like, what's Kylo Ren leader card link ups? His ship. And I'm not saying that Kylo Ren's the best ever, but like there are some characters you can link up to him that would make more sense. What's the little snotty kid that's fucking crying all the time? The kid for the guy who led the whole. You know what I'm talking about? Hux. Like in the movie Hux. There's no Hux card. There's no. You could have put the sword.
Sateka.
Huh? Nope, it's not in there.
No.
That's not in there. They're not like literally they pretty much the only cards they put in there was his playing. Does she even have any cards in there?
Ray didn't have a card either.
They don't. Ray doesn't have any cards. They didn't
There's
even
no,
have
like,
Fat
BB-8.
Luke in it.
There's no like BB-8 even.
No, there's no BB-8. There's no Fat
Cold
Luke.
Diamond?
There's no nothing. They literally have Milk Farmer or whatever, or Water Farmer. That's a card.
Yeah, you don't get old
They have-
Han. Han
They
would
have
be a Kylo Ren
random
connection.
walking Wookiee.
No
Like
Captain
just a
Phasma?
random walking Wookiee. That's what the fuck they have. I mean,
like I said this at last set, and they won't do it because they've mapped all these sets out, but they really need to start trimming the sets down. Like you could lose 60 cards out of these sets and still be good.
especially
I mean,
now while we're expanding it.
What are we at? 236, not including parallels and stuff. That's a crap ton of cards in a TCG set to be like multiple sets. Like they really need to pull it back by 40, 50, 30 cards or something.
Yeah, we got here, just a couple so you know. Super Commando Squad, Hulabin Enforcer, HWK 290 Freighter. What the fuck even is that? Of course, they do have the Mando ones where it's like, oh, Mando on a card, Foundling. Mando on a card, his grappling hook. Mando on you know what I mean? Like, oh, Public Enemy, that's a card. Like, what the fuck is that? Covet Strength, which is stupid. I'm trying to find any cards. They got a Cargo Juggernaut, which was in season 1. Oh, Outpost Constable. Like, that's the card that's the character everybody remembers. They just don't have any. The Rocketeer Quad Jumper, what was that even from? You see what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing. Huh?
Yeah, the next
hey, look. Pike Sentinel.
The next set will go forward. It'll be much better.
Gentle Giant. It's just a Wookiee on a card. I mean, they have nothing that links it up. So, like, hopefully they start linking up some of these cards a little better.
I mean,
all right.
What they were working with was Solo. Which, I mean, let's be clear. There's not like a ton of great things to work from Solo.
Yeah.
Mando.
The Solo got the freaking
reputable hunter
gang. With Empty's Nest. Empty's Nest in the Skywriter.
You got Empty's Nest in there. I mean, you get those.
Empty's Nest.
It's not the same like characters like a Vader or a Luke.
Listen, those are
I know you like Empty's Nest, but
those are the legacy characters, and those are the ones that do sell. You know, that do move the cards. But there are other characters like the Knights of Ren. You can put the Knights of Ren.
That's what I'm saying. You could have put the Knights of Ren in there. Yeah. Instead, they put in DJ because everybody liked that character.
Don't join.
Everybody liked the character of DJ. Like
I like the character, the actor, but the DJ.
No BB-8, but hey, we got DJ. Yeah. All right. Anyways, moving along. Street Gang. Yeah, this one. Street Gang Recruiter, the guy that kidnaps kids on the street. Like that's a card we have in the set. Get the fuck out of here. All right, let's get into it.
I wonder why there wasn't a Phasma card. Was there a Phasma card this set?
No Phasma. No Phasma. None.
Missed opportunity.
No Phasma. All right, here we go. We're going to rank. It's gonna. If you guys can help us out, we'll probably. I know it's probably only 4 or 5 of you who will actually do this, but we appreciate. Oh, by the way, what's up, Cosmic One? We're going to try to put together this market tracker. It's up to you which books we are going to file that you want us to file for you. We're going into variants. You know what I mean? And it's going to be Dark Horse variants. We've heard for years how Dark Horse variants are the best variants ever. We'll see if that's
Dark
true.
Horse variants you can actually buy because they
we're gonna do
the upcoming ones.
We're gonna do Dark Horse and we're gonna do a Marvel one. So
yeah. So here we go. This is just one of 3 sections of Dark Horse, right?
What?
This is just one section of 3. We have 3 sections in Dark Horse, right?
3 sections of Dark Horse, and we're going to do 3 sections of Marvel.
Yep.
We can either do them separate or together. We'll figure it out.
Do you need me to do the overlays?
Yep, because I'm running the second.
Did you lay in the overlays?
Stuff. They're in there. I got you. Thrawn would just be such a bad sexual lover.
Okay, there we go. Let's start off with the first overlay. Here we go.
Switch up the order, though. Don't go in the straight order.
Best new Jedi in canon for 2022.
That's a 1.
Okay, switch up the order?
Yeah.
Why would... Okay, I'll just go randomly start throwing stuff around and see where it turns out. Give me a second, guys. Sorry, Wayseeker didn't prepare us for this, so we're just going to move stuff around. All right, here we go. Number 1, Dark Times, the Tate version of this. Tate's is out of business, I do believe. Out of the wilderness. Here we go. Yep. Thanking you for learning how to read.
This is limited to 500, supposedly. I think these were pretty limited. So
what happened to Dom? He died. Okay. Tate's.
I'm gonna miss Dom.
Dude, his internet just blew up. Okay. Tate's out of business, I believe. Yes.
I don't know for sure. I think so. I haven't heard.
I think they're out of business. I think Tate's is out of business. All right. Also, not the title that everybody loves. Does anybody want to give us a summary of this? Wayseeker, you put the fucking book in here. Would you like to talk about it?
I mean, I put this one in there because it's one of the more rare variants. When we talk about, so what we're doing in this list are some of the more rare variants and some of the con exclusives type of deal. And so I put this one in here just because it is limited to 500, while most of them are limited to 1,000. It's probably the rarest book on the list. It's also probably one that people don't know about because it doesn't have anything on the inside that's that important. It's not like Dark Times Out of the Wilderness was a title that people loved. Dark Times sucked in the first place, and Out of the Wilderness was even worse.
It was not even the best Dark Times title, and that says a lot.
Yeah, because Dark Times is a whole suck. Yeah. No, it sucked. The rarity on this is all right. I guess we're only keeping the top 5.
We're gonna the top 5 make on our list. The bottom 5 don't make it at all.
We got to put this in 4 right now because of the rarity on it. You know what I mean? Like this is one of those. Pete has always done that show, hard to find, whatever, or like whatever the hell he called it. There it is. That one's probably on there.
The caveat to that one though is when you do find it, even though it's rare, it's not that expensive.
Yeah,
typically speaking.
Well, here we go. Everybody likes Chromium. Yeah, this is about the best picture you can get of this. Okay, so this is Old Republic Threat for Peace. One of the reasons why this is a shitty picture is because most of the times when people took pictures of this, because it is a Chromium cover, they did a really shitty job. This is BioWare, right? This is who put this out.
This was the SDCC exclusive. BioWare did it. I have no idea how many there are. It's like a mini comic. It's not even a full size. I have one of these. I picked one up.
Hey, how many spine ticks are in the fucking left side of this book?
Oh, tons.
Yeah.
These things are brutal.
This book, I like this book, but this book is just dog shit. Like people literally would wrap it up and put it in their bag. I think it came in. I think the guy that brought him in was just taking them and bending them all fucking around so that before he handed them out.
This is technically as first appearances of all the characters because it came out before the comic. But I don't know if you consider it because it's such a, SDCC mini comic. So this is one where I have a hard time knowing if these first appearances are first appearances or not. But
this is where I'd actually put this book above. I would put this above. I would probably move the Dark Times down because I actually like this book more. I probably
this was not given out at, like you guys said, it was a BioWare thing, so it was given out to promote the game,
the
Old Republic game coming up. So like you said, a lot of them were beat up because at the time nobody cared. Like,
they were just
a piece of garbage about a game.
They're like, I don't want this. I want something about the game. Yeah. So we're putting in 3. I
don't know. I just put it above right now. We can talk about it. Chat. Do you? Chat's like, I don't care.
Chat doesn't care. They don't give a shit. They want to hear about it. They don't give a shit. I told you that wasn't going to work, but you didn't want to listen. Okay, all right, fine. You gotta talk to chat like they want to talk back. They don't give a shit.
I like this book more.
They're really concerned about Dom.
I think when you see that too in person, and just as a cover too, it's a better cover than the Dark Times one.
Yeah. Dark Times is bad cover.
Plus, it also hits that video game crossover. Mm-hmm. Like it really does. It hits that video game.
And it ties into,
I'd actually put this
a little bit ties into Revan.
You want to put this 2 right now?
Satele is the character that's the first appearance in it. So
why wouldn't you do the black and white of this instead of the Phoenix Con? All right.
Because I have black and white later.
Yeah. Because these are comics.
One in retail exclusive is in a different category.
So this is when a certain AH guy decided to draw. Wait, where's his signature on this cover?
It's not there. It's just white.
Huh.
No. There's no signature on this one.
So AH did a bunch of Rebel Heist covers. The problem with this book and why this is not going to make the top 5 is there is other rarer and better versions apparently of this book.
I don't know if it's rarer. I think it's rarer. The 1 in 40 is
Better is
rarer than the 1 in
arguable,
40.
yeah.
It might be better, but this one's more
Okay,
rare
better
than the 1 in
than-
40.
What does this book go for?
Like hundreds.
Mhm.
400 or 500 for 9.8.
How often does it sell?
Once every 2 years.
So we're gonna put something on a fucking market tracker that's not gonna sell. This is a great
I mean,
segment.
let's be clear about these. A lot of these books, like that Thread of Peace,
Mhm.
that doesn't sell.
They don't sell.
You
that.
don't
Yeah,
see
you're
it very
right.
often.
The red piece doesn't sell. You're right.
Again, these Dark Horse variants, a lot of them don't sell. So
They
I
are
mean, that's
full.
part of the interesting thing about ranking them. I was looking tonight,
Good thing we're doing a market tracker on books that don't fucking ever sell.
which is why we're doing a larger tracker, because we're not going to go over every. The way I was going to do it is I was only going to go over a few books every quarter.
Oh,
We weren't going to cover every book because not every book's going to happen. So if you have a long enough list of like 30 books,
Mhm.
we can go over like 10 books a quarter. And
Well, I mean, I think we got to put this then. I think because you guys hyped it up so much, we got to put this in the three spot for sure, if not the 1 right now.
it's not.
I actually I think we got to move Dark Times off this fucking list.
Dark Times is not going to make your top. My five.
Yeah.
I would
Just
put
because-
this above Dark Times. I would not put this above Thread of Peace.
Okay,
Personally,
that's fair. Okay, I agree with it. That's fair. Because I haven't figured we're gonna have a bunch of these AH books out there.
we'll
As
move
Joe said.
everything around over time. So
Yeah. All right. Next up, it's the SEC's version of Darth Maul, Son of Daimir. The only downside to this book is kind of exactly with the Phoenix cover. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. There's a lot of different versions of this book. A lot of different versions of this book.
ton. Yep. We're going to have another one on the list here later. For the con.
Different list, you mean, right?
No, this list because it's another con exclusive.
It's several con exclusives.
Yeah. Hey, put this at 4 right now. I think we should put this at 4 right now.
I think we're gonna have the real question because the other one's coming up. We might as well do that next. Is do you like?
You told me
this
you randomly Wayseeker. You told me you randomly mix them up, and then you say do this next.
Okay,
Okay.
So,
Go ahead, JJ.
so the deal was you saw Dark Horse heavily promoted this book because it was the one kind of tie into Clone Wars, which
Yeah.
was getting ready to come back out and all that, and it kind of as the canceled script or whatever, so you get to see the full story of Maul type thing. So they did several exclusives of this for cons, and also I think even a variant regularly, maybe. But
Here's the other one.
I think I like this better than Rebel Heist, though. Honestly, I love that cover. If I
I'll
was
be
gonna-
honest with you, I think you have to throw both these two and Rebel Heist on the list.
I don't know if
well,
we're
for
gonna
my money, although the black and white is rarer than the Wizard World,
So the
I even
black and white
like
is
the
the
colored
Wizard World.
version. Yeah, Wizard World is black and white, and there was a color Wizard World as well. I think the
But
black
that
and white
also
had,
gives
like,
you a
half
couple
as many
other
history.
characters that their first appearances are inside.
Yep, you
too.
get a cooler cover with
Yeah.
that part in the background. But the
And
Maul,
this is just very much like the other covers, which is kind of
this one's limited to 500. So I picked this one just because it was the more rare one, and it actually sells more because the other one doesn't sell nearly.
that's
as much.
kind of why I'm saying you kind of have to put. Well, I would think you just would. There he is. Dom, are you okay?
Yeah, no,
We heard you got put in hostage. Somebody was stealing pops.
No, some shit has happened. The computer like acted weird. I had to reset it.
No, you had to call your
I
wife.
had to call my wife.
Yeah, Giggle Spat. Yeah. Thank you, Giggles. Think you for returning, Dom.
The truth comes out.
All right. So hey, this Dom will help out with this. I think we have to make an exception already to your terrible index, and we're gonna have to put both these books on here.
So you're saying like I don't. For my money, you might as well go ahead and drop the out of the wilderness now.
Yeah, I put the other Willis at the 10. I
The
don't even know
question
why
is,
that puts on this.
which one do you put at 4 and 5? Do you put black and white above?
I
Because
actually think
San Diego moves more as far as sales and stuff.
the
Yeah.
4. I think
Yeah.
4 should go to 3. The Darth
And
Maul,
move Rebel Heist down.
you move Rebel Heist down, and I actually think that it's 2.
Then the Wizard World. What are we doing with the Wizard World?
Yeah, the Wizard World. I think Wizard World is more. The sketch is not as much as the regular one. I would move that. Put the heist down. I put Wizard World.
Ruben has black and white on top of.
Yeah,
Nah,
I do too.
I actually like the
I
black
think
and
it's
white
better.
a little bit. Personally speaking, better. I don't know if it
Wookie
sells
has
as
black
well.
and white on top. Are you where on top? Like how high on up on
Well,
top?
let's move the stuff up. Leave it at 4. Put black and white at 3. Move Heist up. Move the game book up right now because these
Well,
are
yeah,
actually 4 books I kind of want to see. I mean, the problem with it is 1 and 2 don't sell that much, like at all. So it's going to be tough. We probably shouldn't have a bunch of them on there, but if 1 sells, it's gonna the list is gonna pop off. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
That
5.
the Son of Dathomir series really it had a peak and then it dropped, but it's still hanging.
It's
I
relevant.
don't like about
I still would put Rebel Heist down below. I think I put black and white above Rebel Heist.
I mean, I
We
hate
can do
Rebel
that.
Heist as a cover because all they've done is they've clipped Han and put him on a white background from
Yeah,
the A cover.
I don't like, and there's so many of those covers too. All right, move that out of 2. We won't have a 2 yet. Move that down to 5 for right now.
Yeah.
Because I know what there's gonna be. Fuck this. Dom's gonna fucking melt.
There's
himself.
a couple in here that Dom's going to go crazy for that are horrible.
I have that one. That
Yeah, it's
actually
terrible.
Terrible cover.
The art looks terrible, but that book is a pretty good book.
La Mole, this one?
Yeah, that's a pretty good book. I have that book. So
This cover is horrible.
it's horrible, but you
This
know
book
what?
is trash.
It's a good variant though.
It sells a lot. For
It's a
nothing.
bad cover, but a good variant.
Let's be clear. Like
It's a cover.
this
The
thing will
artwork.
sell for a 9.8 will sell for like $70.
Yeah.
I would put this. I would put 6.
I can
I'd
live with
put it
that.
like
I would
9.
put 6.
Let's put it at 6 right now. No, put it at 6 right now because
Yeah.
hey, what we want to do is get a sampling too. Like part of this thing is so we can get a sampling. So we can't have all rare books that don't sell. You know, this isn't like what the hell's the name of the show that Pete does where it's like rare books that you never see.
Well, this book
Chasing
sells,
Ghosts.
This book
Chasing
sells.
Ghosts.
But it also
This book
can't be
sells
the
'cause
fucking
it's
top
cheap.
10. Yeah, it also
It's-
can't be the top 10 where you're having a bunch of books sell. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to take a break for Dom because I'm moving the shit down real quickly. And I'm going to do this book right here, which is
I love this book. I never got it.
Star Wars Legacy, the WonderCon one. People do love this book for some reason.
It's a good book. It's just this one. It comes up sporadically here and there. Not that many.
This was a book where people were really early on enduring. This is a pandemic pump and dump book.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
be honest. This is a pandemic pump and dump book. I mean, if we're going to talk truth to
But the
fact.
price it's come down, but it's not like.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking like a rare is like $100. I mean, a raw is like 100, and a 9.8 is like $350.
Was this was Legacy with Crate?
No.
This is series 2 with an.
No, this is the one where they kept asking us in the chat. Remember that old channel?
They're
They're like,
Skywalker and everything.
yeah, they're like,
Yeah,
wait,
it's-
why? Can you guys give us a way we could push this book? And we're like, no, we can't give you a reason to push
There's
this
no
book.
rean this book is ever important.
Yeah,
and
they
that
were
is
like, come on,
probably
give us
very
something.
important.
Tell us something so we can
But
push
it
this
is.
book. further.
It does sell. It does sell.
Yeah, because
It's
people
a cool cover.
yeah, it's a pump and
Yeah.
dump. It's a
Yeah.
pandemic pump and dump book.
It's
It's
a pretty rare book.
they
but-
say, yeah.
It is pretty rare. It's a good cover.
I just don't know if like. Well, I mean, once again, it's a good case study to put in there.
I would
hate
put this at 4. I'd
I
move
hate to
4
not.
and 5 down.
I would move. Yeah,
I would put this
I'd
between
toss
the
up between
Wizard
4
and the
and 5.
SDCC.
Between 4
I
and 5.
see the last 3 books are the books that are going to be tough to put in here. It sucks that we're going to have to get rid of the Phoenix Rebel one.
Wookie says 5, which would mean Rebel Heist would go down.
Yeah, get rid of Rebel
I agree.
Heist.
I think 5. Put it on 5.
The next 3 books are going to be a problem. I know they're going to be a problem, and I know which one Wayseeker is going to want to pump and dump on this one.
There's a Nubs book on this list.
They're
No,
totally
there's a
Nubs.
there's a book
Nubs
that
is the
both.
best Dark Horse variant.
To be honest, I own this book. I own, and I own the last. I own the last 3 books also. I actually own almost all the books on this list. I don't own the Phoenix one,
I don't own
and
the
I don't
Phoenix
own
one.
the Mole.
I don't own the black and white mole.
I sold
But
it
the
black
next
and
book I do own, and I love this cover. It's just
Yeah,
not.
I have it. I love it. I got 9.6 of this.
white. I knew Dom would like this one.
Is this? This is the one. I
Hey,
didn't.
why
even
don't you
put on
just
the
give
list.
me? Hey, for next week.
AJ, like,
Hey, Wayseeker, just remind me the beginning of next week. I'll just cut out better fucking pictures for you, so you're not doing shitty version. Dom gives us better pictures than you at this point. Just,
what are you talking about?
this is a
Ouch.
shitty. You did the small cut version from my comic shops instead of going and getting the actual blowout of the book. But it's all right. Okay.
Where do you
All
get the extra one from?
right. I can't reveal my secrets.
Well, gotta use what I can get to.
I like this book, but
Yeah.
This is
So this was a retailer summit, right? Look,
Yeah, this was the retailer summit. What year was this retail? What city was this retailer summit in though?
Oh,
Wasn't
Was
this
this-
Texas or something?
Dallas, was it Dallas?
it might have been Dallas.
Yeah, it might have been.
This is a 9 spot for me. Like this is
I
the
love
same
this
This
cover.
is the same cover. It's a worse cover than the 1 in 5, which is the red
Yeah.
cover.
Yeah.
I agree, but this cover sells in volume more than
And
the
Yes,
others.
it does.
And I think that's where but remember, we need a sampling. Like right now, we have a pretty good sampling. 1 is a very rare book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 sells some, has an identical to 4 almost because it's the same book. Not as rare, but doesn't sell as much. 4 sells a decent amount, a little bit more rare. 5, pandemic pump and dump book. Like this is a good sampling. I'm not sure this falls into the needs of
Do
what
you
we have
see
in the
this in
sampling.
a 9.8 a lot? Do you see this in 9.8?
Well, this is still, what year is this? Is this 50?
2012?
2011?
2012?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is still not the era of, this is just people getting on like, hey, maybe why are those kids coming to the summit and then taking all the books we're leaving on the seats?
Yeah.
Like they haven't figured it out. Till about 2017, they didn't figure out why we were going to the summit and just swiping a ton of books off of chairs and shit. They didn't get it. Like
And this was like, this is not the era where like, certain large comic retailers will sell you, a summit book for $10 on their website.
No, we were still going like, hey man, we'll go there for you and tell you anything that's there. And then pretty much go, and they thought we were like the people working the waiters. Like, oh, could I get some more can I get some more water, and can I get some more luncheon meats that have been sitting out for 6 hours?
Yeah.
If you've ever been to a summit, it's just gross.
Yeah. In other words, they're pretty beat. Normally.
Wookie has it above 7. So Wookie wants to move Lamole down and put this one at 7.
Okay, I think
that's
yeah.
pretty fair.
I think the Mole's
6 or
probably
7.
off this. I think this is where the categories are going to go here. 6 and 7 we're going to revisit. 6, 7, and 8 we'll revisit. We'll see if we put them in the top 5. Okay.
Okay.
All right. What? Yeah, 4, 5. What are we doing? I haven't been following that. Sorry, I can't see the chat. All right. This is what I mean. I like this book, but I don't think it should make the list. Invasion Zero, and maybe some of this is just like fandom too. Now that Filoni's got Thrawn in there, and there is a fight between, we know it's an open war between the creator of Thrawn and Dave. I don't think that's any secret. I think we would have a larger shot at getting something like this if it was the creator of Thrawn having input. If it's Dave, who the fuck knows?
I wish that Timothy Zahn had more say and pushed his narrative and was part of the storyboard telling, because I could see them making these aliens cool, making these.
But all Dave would have to say is, "I read this comic with my brother," and then all of a sudden, does he even have a brother? I don't know.
Wow, I have this at like 4.
Yeah, to sum this up, what it is, it's the first Uzong Gong, right?
Yeah, first Uzong Gong.
Yeah.
So
with a cool cover.
Yeah, and I think we're these 1,000. I think for these
1,000.
Yeah, and this book has always been popular. This is like, we're talking about like when this book was coming out, people were kind of realizing what it was. So it's not like it's a non-popular book.
This is Diamond as well, right?
Yeah, it's a Diamond Summit. Yeah,
1,000.
I think what holds this one back for me is kind of what Marco said. I don't see them ever doing the actual Yuzon Vong, like concept-wise, maybe, but like calling it Yuzon Vong and showing it like this, I don't think that'll ever happen.
And I don't think of it unless this isn't like the Marvel speculation or the DC speculation world where you can use the like character that's based off and that moves product. We have seen that Star Wars
concept character.
I think what really probably, to be honest with you, I think the collectability, what really hurt the collectability of Star Wars is the pandemic influencer. They knew very little. They were just saying, holy shit, we can get these books cheap, and had no clue what they were talking about. So like they would push every fucking thing in its cousin. And I think because of that, we lost the natural organicness of the market. Now, this book's never going to be garbage because there are fans of this character, like extreme fans of this character. So there's always going to be a collectability of this. I'm not saying that, but I would think right now, I actually like this better than the Legacy book. I'll be honest with you. But I think we need. But I think we need the Legacy book in the top 5 because I think we need the Legacy book there. So I'd put this at 6 right now. Remember, 6, 7 are going to get shots to go back in the top 5.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. Like to me, it's better than the Legacy book. To me too. I guess the internal battle in my mind right now is like Legacy book has the rarity and the cover factor. Yeah. Being better over it, but this book actually has something in it.
Yeah, this has good stuff. But you know what? This might bump. I mean, there might be a case made to bump out one of the mall books for this book.
Yeah, I could bump out the SDCC.
Put in 6 right now. Let's see what the last book is. The last book is the Wayseeker favorite pump and dumper.
I love this last book.
If Wayseeker could pump and dump books, he always asks to pump and dump stuff. I tell him no.
What are you talking about?
This is the book.
That is a low blow.
This is the book that Wayseeker would pump and dump if he could.
That's not true.
I actually love Lost Tribes. I think Lost Tribes is one of the most because they talk about the Sith planet. So that's what the book is, the Lost Tribes. Mm-hmm. I think this is the most underrated Dark Horse series there is.
It's by Jackson, right?
Yeah, it's by Jackson.
Got first appearances in here.
There's a bunch of different like this isn't just like the Lost Tribe is like there's like a whole world based off of this. They do a pre kind of thing, a post thing. It's like a whole bunch of different ones in there. This was done at Celebration 6. It's a great book here. I think this, although I'm dogging on Wayseeker, it's just because you know as well as I do, this is making the top 5.
Yes.
This book's in the top 5. It's a solid book.
I put it above the black and white, but I think I would slot it between the malls.
Well, I don't care. It makes the top 5 anyways, as I can see. We need to not to even do top 10. We just need to make it or don't make it. Right. When I always talk about the Sith planet, when we talk about what we'd like to see and stuff like that, I am always 100% referring to the Lost Tribes of the Sith.
And we've seen the Sith species not too long ago.
I mean, I know a lot of people don't know that I was doing that, but for years, whenever you're like, how would you like to see it? This is what I want to see. This is the time where I want them to go back, where it's deprived enough from the Jedi that it doesn't matter. And we get to
do whatever you want. It's open. It's open.
Yeah, you get to see a lot of crazy shit.
Exactly. And look, I'm with you, Marco. I like this. I like this series myself too. You know, I love the original stuff on base of what they had the Sith look like. Sith could be any different species, different crazy wing frigging goddamn creature. It's the sky was the limit. And
well, it's not just that. Like they did show it as like the Sith, and then how they kind of got humanoid forms because of everything else. Like so, they did give us the original
evolution of it.
The evolution of the Sith character, like from the actual species to like how the thing happened. But here's what I'm going to say about this. So this has got to be in the top 5. It doesn't matter. But here's where I'm going. Which one of these 3 books is not in the top 5? We've got the San Diego Comic-Con Darth Maul, Son of Dathomir, a cover that, by the way, mind you, if we're going to do variants, this book's going to come up again. You know what I mean? Like the cover is, just to let you know.
Yeah.
Then we got the black and white, the Wizard World, which doesn't sell as much. We told that. Got some great first appearances on the cover. Or Invasion Zero. I hate to say it, but I think we have to get rid of one of the mall covers, right?
I think get rid of the number 4. Move number 4 out.
Wookie saying move 4 out. Lacey, are you okay with moving 4 out?
I'm cool moving 4 out.
But what's going to be our volume seller then in this?
That's the problem. The volume seller is number 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you were to lose number 4, it'd be Invasion. Because Invasion sells,
but yeah,
not as much, but it sells more than those other.
Not a lot of 9/8 selling either, by the way.
It's tough.
But if it's a comprehensive list going forward in the future, we'll have other volume sellers.
Yeah. We just got to have to remember that next week is like, listen, we don't have a lot of volume sellers here. So we could technically move Legacy up. I mean, we can't you need that book there. You got to have a pandemic book in there. You have to.
It's a good clip. It's a good cover. That's one of my favorites on the list.
Yeah, I don't
What
know.
else is your favorite cover?
Plus, if we move the,
I like Invasion's cover.
If we move the mall SDCC out, you got a nice con variants there of one San Diego Comic Con, one.
You get a San Diego, you get a Celebration,
Wizard,
you get a
Wonder.
But no, but where was BioWare was at San Diego, wasn't it?
Yes, I'm saying there's two in the top 5 right
now.
You
move this one out, you get different cons for everything.
Because you get San Diego. Is this WonderCon?
Diamond Retailer.
This is WonderCon.
We get Diamond Retailers. Yeah.
So you get all different things there. I like that.
No. We get 2 Diamond Summits.
Where's the other Diamond?
You only got one. You only got one.
Just one?
Where's this? Oh, this is Wizard. Okay, that's Wizard.
Mm-hmm.
That is San Diego. Mm-hmm. This is Celebration. Sorry, I'm going through in my head. This is WonderCon.
WonderCon.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's good. I think that's a good list, guys.
I'm cool with that.
4 to 6. Yeah, okay. Did that.
Because I mean, when you do the,
well, it doesn't matter. When top 5 doesn't matter.
If you do other Dark Force variants, you're going to pick up a lot of your volume sellers because the Dark Horse variants, for the most part, with the exception of Rebel Heist, incentive numbers are low, like 1 in 10,
1 to 5, 1 to
5.
15. Yeah. Here, give me a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, and the order here doesn't really matter because we're just going into a list that we're going to track. So I would probably, I agree. I would probably move.
But I'm happy with this split of, one half making it, one half not. But
yeah,
I know Dom would kill to see that Boba Fett cover in the top 5, but
it's just not good enough. It's just not.
Yeah, no. And it is very much like the A cover version of that. It's kind of actually a funny, almost parody of the A cover version, with kind of the chalk line cutout of Boba Fett. But like you said, the 1 in 5 is the better cover.
It is. Yeah, we can bring that back when we do the retailer. They are one of retailer incentives or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
List.
And a lot of these actually have 1 in 5 versions of them or other incentive versions of them.
Well, listen, at the end, the one Boba Fett cover. Yeah, you see, definitely like that cover. This cover should actually be.
That cover's terrible.
This cover should be. It's one of the best covers.
Oh yeah.
I can't see it. I don't know. I gotta look at the screen.
It's a retailer exclusive. It's forbidden.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, they had Forbidden Planet. It was a Forbidden Planet. They had 3 covers. They had a sketch cover, a black and white, and then the regular cover, which they still sell for a lot of money, these books. For some reason, it's just this is one of the best Boba Fett covers that they made. I was trying to find my invasion, the Vong book, and the Boba Fett's Dead. I got them someplace over there, but I'm gonna actually, when I go to Baltimore Comic Con, they have CGC going to be there. Grading. I'm actually going to bring my books and get some books graded.
Oh, really? Go for it.
I'm trying to think. I don't have the Boba Fett in my collection. I don't have the Phoenix. And I don't have the black and white.
Let's see, I don't have.
Yeah, I know.
I don't have the STC printed piece. I got the Celebration book. I don't have number 3 anymore because I sold it. I had one. Sold the black and white, kept the color. Let's see, 4 I do have. 5 I actually don't have, believe it or not. 6 don't have.
You know how much I got for 5? You know how much I got? Invasion. I got it for $10.
You got Invasion for $10?
$10.
Yeah.
I got it in an auction. Listen to this. It was on the thing, and last second, I did like a snipe, $10, and I got it for $10.
Wow.
Actually, that book gets confused a lot as an incentive cover. Because a lot of people, because they did that, was it 1 in 10 incentive initiative for a while where they only made like 1,000 of them or something?
Yeah.
Kind of like with the Clone War. And that Diamond Retailer one for Invasion gets confused with that kind of those incentives all the time. I don't know why.
The DH100 variants or whatever they call them. Yeah,
right.
There's 3 or 4 of those.
I wonder if we should do also like a biggest pump and dump books of the pandemic.
We can.
For the last group. So like ones that just made no sense, like had nothing. Because I mean, there was definitely a ton that people were like pushing for, like, I mean,
first Darth of blah 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 Darth.
Yeah. First we found 10 copies of this in a fucking dollar bin box
in a warehouse. The Dark Horse warehouse finds.
No, I went over to half price books, and there was 30 of these there. And we looked it up, and it had a character that didn't mean anything in it. So we decided to push that.
Well, you know what the crazy thing is? The closest that the Vong came in, they had concept art from Clone Wars cartoon with the Vong in it, that they were gonna have like a messenger. He was actually in the galaxy, and they captured him. That was the closest for concept art for Clone Wars cartoon, and never used it. Man, it sucked. It should have, because they would have made it canon.
Well, I mean, Son of Dathomir was an entire Clone Wars throwback story. So
yeah, I know. Yeah, and that's the only thing that really made it to made it to when the Marvel books when Marvel took over Star Wars again. That Son of Dathomir story is canon to the whole story too, which is crazy.
See, see, like how this is where I'm saying like Dave could still fuck around, find out, because he could 100% just go after the Gist and just go like, well, I'm going to do whatever his next like Jedi versus Sith Jedi. I mean, he literally had a saber-tooth tiger fucking carry us.
You're right. He could go after the Vong and be like, I know he doesn't want the Vong in there because he has the Gist, but we're just gonna go back to the Vong.
No, but he could literally just use them in something else. He could use them as like, part of the outer universe and have him not actually get like Thrawn never gets the dampering pet. Then use the Huzon Vong for the rest.
Look how they brought back Night Sisters in Ahsoka. It's like, well, they were actually on another planet this whole time. And,
like,
there you go.
If they were smart, if Disney was smart, and I know they want to stay away from the trilogies again and stuff like that. All right, we have the sequel trilogy. It's never going away. It's going to always be part of canon. You have 30 years. You can make a trilogy story of the Vong and an invasion in that middle of 30 years.
So the books that we've never the story we've never gotten to that Timothy is not allowed to write right now is there is a group behind the Gist. They haven't said who.
Maybe. We both read this a little bit differently.
I don't know. He strongly inferred that.
I think there's a more important Gist, but it's still within
like
the
hive mind Gist. You mean?
Yeah, but anyway,
there's something behind the Gist.
Something out there.
You saying Gist? You mean Grisk, right?
Grisk, yeah, there's something out there that we don't know about.
There's something out there. He definitely has told us there's something out there that's in charge of the Grist that we've seen already. There's something further out there.
Maybe it's in the Ahsoka galaxy, the new galaxy out there.
No.
Well, Dom may not be wrong. If he wants to really screw, Timothy, what he could really do, and this is why I wish Ruben, next time you got our numbers, call us if you're going to go see him. We've got some questions we can have you ask him.
I don't think he's going to have the chance to really screw it. I don't think he's ever going to get to write another Star Wars book again.
No, what I'm telling you is Dave could really screw him and pigeonhole him by just shooting out.
So many things.
No, the way that Dave's going to pigeonhole him and say he's not writing another book ever again.
Yeah. You're going to pretty much cancel him, more or less, I think is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, at least from Star Wars.
Do you think that's why they never brought back Chuck? Because they could have brought back Chuck.
They could have brought back Chuck. Now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that was a Filoni decision more than it was maybe like a Disney decision. Just kind of like everybody.
Do you think it was because like his stuff was that good? Like when you think of like when you get Chuck back, all of a sudden he might sue you for like, hey, dude, I kind of came up with the Knights of Ren, even though you guys didn't. Like he gave so many.
But I think they're using Chuck stuff still. Like the whole.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. They're using stuff, but they ain't paying him.
Chuck.
Yes, but they're not paying him.
They are paying him.
Yes.
But Filoni won't even like touch the stuff that.
That's because they haven't fired. They have not fired. They still let him. Like, do you remember Chuck didn't just get fired from Disney? They let him go from Del Rey. Like Star Wars said, you can't use him on Del Rey on our products.
Yeah.
When have you ever heard like? Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, what? Like, how does that not make sense?
They got
like I know people like all the like people are always about the Catherine Kennedy scandals and stuff. The one thing you could probably get her or somebody on out there, explain the Chuck Wingo situation to me.
I know.
It's the one thing, and it's not an explanation for it or an excuse even, but the one thing that corporations hate to admit is when they're wrong. They don't want to double back and say they were wrong about it. And they never will. And unfortunately, it's going to be that way going forward forever. You'll never get them back.
Yeah.
Not that he probably wants to come back.
But I understand.
come
But
back.
but there's a difference between getting. Hold
back.
on, but there's a difference between getting him off that series that was already done, and then they did stupid Vader with a shield and a horse, right? So for those people that don't know, there's a guy named Chuck Wingo. He ended up doing the Aftermath series. Is a very basically, some people don't know this. So it's a very popular book. I don't know what the hell it was. I don't follow celebrities. He might have made some political comment. All I know is he talked a lot about apples, and somebody took an apple comment the wrong way or something. I don't know what happened, but he ended getting troll botted, and it was like, I mean, if you think
Before that was a thing,
it was something
before it was really a thing. So
before it was a thing, people didn't know what it was. They eventually proved that it was troll bots. Like they actually Chuck had somebody go. They hired a company. They went behind. They did all the analytics on. They're like, oh, yeah, dude, this is all coming from like a troll farm, and it's like they figured it out. In the meantime, they had canceled but he was this novel writer at the time. He was just the hottest. Aftermath was like it. It was actually saving fucking the sequels because it made sense. People were like, oh shit, he's gonna fill in all the stuff. And obviously, if he had a shot with the assassin bassoon and everything else, I think it would have gone really well. Because Aftermath was just, if you haven't had a chance to listen to the books, read them. They're very well done.
We might cover them again before that comic comes out. We talked about it too. So we'll see.
For what comic comes out?
The new comic, right after that,
the new mainline Star Wars.
But then what Lucas or what Disney ended up doing, they went to Marvel and they pulled his comic was up for FOC. They swapped it with what's the name of the stupid series that's got Darth Vader on a fucking horse with a shield?
Dark Visions.
Dark Vision.
Dark Visions. They threw together Dark Visions real quickly. They swapped it off with that. They said, hey, he's fired by Marvel. But somehow he no longer worked for Del Rey, for the Star Wars stuff, which didn't make sense because they're not the same place. And Disney doesn't own Del Rey.
He got blacklisted from Star Wars like Gina Carano did.
No, there's a difference. Gina Carano said some dumb shit. Yeah, you can't compare the two.
No, but he said some stuff too that didn't like either.
No, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. No, that isn't what happened. No.
Nobody said something and made a comment. And
no. That's not what it was. No. What happened with Chuck was they didn't know what bot farms are. You know how like they rated the wrong movie for fucking wrong show for Acolyte? That before we all know that now, but back then people didn't know that that's what happened. They didn't know that there's a fucking center where you can call them up and go like, hey, I'll give you $1,000. Just have all the people there randomly type in some code and hit them all up and just give negative reviews, whatever over there. So they ended up bombing Chuck Wingo with a bunch of stuff in Disney and just tons of crap. So Disney was like, holy shit, there's something going on with this guy. We don't know what it is. We would rather just get rid of him. Disney didn't, the Gina Carano thing, who cares what she said?
Chance after chance.
Yeah, they had told, your boss comes up to you and says, don't smoke inside the building. You say, well, it's America. I can smoke inside the building. Sure as shit you can. But your boss is going to fire you. That's what happened with Gina. That is not what happened with, like, if you like what Gina said or you don't like what Gina said, that don't matter. Her boss told her to stop. She got offered a bunch of times, chose not to stop. She got fucking fired. What happened with Chuck was they're like, we don't know what's going on, but we know that we're getting tons of people like emailing us all the time. This guy's out of control. He needs to be fired. Cancel him. And they cancel him. They literally canceled him.
It was her situation was very much public too. And his very situation was not. Like he was kind of just suddenly fired. And they didn't even really like announce it. He announced it, I think, like on Twitter or something like that. And because you're fired. Like,
there was no back and forth with him. It was very different. Yeah, he didn't like it. Just came out of the blue. Like I said, one day you could solicit his comment. The next day we have a different Darth Vader title you're going to solicit. Like that's how quick it was. There was no warning. There was no nothing. Nobody said anything about it.
But that was on Disney. And that's a mistake by Disney. And
100%.
Disney.
Is that what I just said?
You did. And Disney doesn't want to make mistakes. So they won't, like you said, they won't go back and say, I'm sorry. And have them come back. Disney.
Well, actually, see, like, and that's also the difference between him and Gina. Gina still could work and do stuff. They literally canceled Chuck. He couldn't work. They got to Del Rey, which is an independent book. I mean, like he literally got killed.
Well, I think the way they got to Del Rey was the fact that like a lot of I shouldn't say a lot of Del Rey, but Del Rey and Lucasfilm
has a very lucrative publishing
thing.
Yeah, back and forth.
So,
is
I mean,
that's the
you
only
can exert, as you know, in corporate America, you can exert a little bit of will on the other company that way.
I mean, besides what Dark Horse would have some publishing that would go outside of the comic realm, like it has been the major book publisher for Star Wars for Lucas forever. So like that is one thing. But yeah, so that's actually the only person I've ever known that's been canceled is Chuck. And to this day, they've never.
And Chuck said he wouldn't come back, but I think he would come back. He loves Star Wars. He does,
and he's really good at it, bro.
And if they got rid of him, and then I'm making Timothy Wright, those are two good guys that can write frigging fantastic stories for Star Wars. And
Agreed.
It sucks.
I agree.
Okay.
They're bringing back. I mean, they're not making an awful decision. Like they're bringing back Alexander Freed, which is great. We want more Alexander Freed. They really are bringing back some.
They brought back what's his name that did the Old Republic stuff. He's writing.
They brought Jackson back.
Jackson back for a thing in here.
They still use E.K. Johnston though. I don't know why she still works for him because
dude, I don't know. Dude, whatever deal they're paying her to just not. I think what they're worried about is the minute that they don't send E.K. Johnson a check. I think she's going to talk about what's happening over there with Dave.
You're right. Disney doesn't admit to mistakes. Disney makes mistakes all the time, and they never want to.
Yeah. I mean, like you're not wrong on that one. I just the one mistake, like, but I think you can. I think you can.
Reference, Bob Chapek is no longer the Disney CEO.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, apparently they did actually admit that mistake because they brought back Iger real quick and got rid of him.
Well, you know what?
I think they did. They did say no. They said they made a mistake. That's actually not Joe. That's probably
Iger retired, so they had to replace him. And
no, hold on though. But hold on. That's the one time they did. Joe, you just fucking you and Dom are screwing up our case we're trying to make here. He's bringing up Gina, a fucking dipshit, and you're bringing up the one time they did say we screwed up, and they brought back Iger. They literally we were a little bit premature. They were saying, yeah, we fucked up.
If rumors true, Marvel and Kevin Feige got rid of a lot of shit in their company, the feminists and all that bullshit that's in their company. So maybe Marvel will go through the same thing too and get rid of all that crap, and we won't get that fucking Ray movie.
If the shit that Dom reads on the internet is true, which it isn't,
I'm just saying the what's the name who's doing the Ray movie. I don't want that Ray movie to really come out. I really don't.
We know now, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Nobody knows what you just said.
Why are you talking about what you're talking about?
Disney has a lot of shit. They get rid of good people, but they keep the shit.
Didn't a woman just fix your computer?
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife is great. She's fantastic. She's good people. She's awesome.
Holy shit. I don't think he understands.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't think JJ, I caught that. I don't think he caught that at all. What I'm saying is,
no.
I don't. No. Hey, Tom, hold on. Actually, the problem with Disney is they don't fire anybody. They really don't. Like the only person they've ever done it to legitimately is Chuck. Like that they haven't had that hasn't been a major.
I think the issue more is not that they don't fire for performance.
Yeah,
in a way,
good or bad.
Yeah, let's be honest. Gina Carano, I don't miss her one fucking bit. Not because of
nobody does.
Her acting was terrible.
She was a great character. I do.
No,
she was not a great character. What'd she do besides do somersaults on the ground?
I'm just saying that.
No. Go back and watch the tape. You said it too. She can't act. All she can do is roll around.
She got fired from Mandalorian, and they changed Mandalorian. You got season fucking 3. That's what.
That has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, season 3 fucking sucked.
Much of her in season 2.
Season 3 is bad. It's because
why is season 3 bad? Why season 3 bad?
He hated it because of one episode. Chuck Black and all of that.
That's right.
Let me ask you this.
Wait, wasn't she in season 1?
Season 1 and 2 were great.
But she wasn't in season 2 though, was she?
She was in season 2. She was one of the main things.
She was in season 2, but she wasn't in a lot.
But she was.
She wasn't even there.
But he just said she was the major thing. I forgot she was in season 2.
Yeah, she wasn't there at the end.
Hey, I'm sorry, Ruben.
Season 2 of Mando.
Season 2 is the worst, by the way. Hold on, Dom, stop with all your junk that the internet has told you. You cannot tell me that season 2 was good. That had ice spiders.
Season 2 was better than season 1.
Frog. Wasn't season 2 frog eating?
Frog,
hold on,
slow
down.
No,
slow down, Dom. Hold on. Let me talk. We listened to whatever nonsense word salad you're saying. Okay. Let me ask you if these things happened in season 2. Frog egg eating for 2 episodes.
Return of
ice spiders. Ice spiders.
The Believer.
Going to nowhere. Right?
With the friggin' Miggs Mayfield. The Believer episode. One of the best friggin' episodes of a whole fucking series. The Believer.
But that was good because she was in it, or that was good because he was in it?
No, because it's a story. Just the story that you felt the pain.
So you had one. So you're telling me there because of one episode in 14 episodes, it was good.
No, the season 2, season 3, you got fucking Lizzo and Jack Black. Come on, man, really?
In one episode.
It was one episode. You got ice spiders in 2 episodes, and you're eating frog eggs in 3.
It was a better direction. Season 3 went off. He had to go back in the water to regain the religion. Put the helmet back on. Oh,
I actually thought, to be clear, the Ahsoka episode was not a good episode. No,
it was.
Oh, remember old Ahsoka?
That was good.
It wasn't good.
The first live action appearance of Ahsoka. It
doesn't mean it's good.
Dude, it was so bad that they had to change around everything from the way she looked to the way she fought. They literally had to change everything around about that.
I thought it was a 7 Samurai remake. I didn't even know it was an Ahsoka episode.
There were some good episodes. Like Believer was good. There was a couple good episodes.
Believer was good.
Most of the episodes were not.
But it wasn't as good as season 1, and it definitely wasn't as good. Season 3. Season 3 was pretty damn good.
But not as good. Not as good.
Would you rather have? Let me ask you this: would you rather have? What was even her character name? I don't even remember now.
Nobody.
Which one?
Carano.
Cara Dune.
Yeah. Would you rather have?
No. Why'd you do that, Wasting? I was waiting for Dom to try to figure it out because he loved the character.
Would you rather
just go so face? I forgot.
Have Bo-Katan because Bo-Katan pretty much replaced that character.
Yeah.
But
and it's a better actress and a better character.
Yeah, you know what? But that scene on the bridge in Moff Gideon's ship with all of them fighting when they rescued Grogu, that was a fucking
she
badass
wasn't even
scene.
in that, was she?
Yeah, she was. She was with Fennec Shand, Bo-Katan, and all on the freaking ship. That was awesome, man. I'd rather see that than Lizzo and Jack Black.
Yeah,
but no,
she was better.
I like Katie Sackhoff. Katie Sackhoff is an awesome character. You know what? If I had a choice between Gina Carano and Katie Sackhoff, I like Katie Sackhoff. I liked her. I liked her in Battlestar Galactica. I liked her in other things. You know, that's the thing. She is Bo-Katan.
That just shows you Joe. This just shows you that she didn't matter. She didn't matter.
Yeah, that's kind of my point. Like
she doesn't like. I get it. Like, first off, like, yeah, okay, yeah, man. Like, you shouldn't get fired for giving your personal opinions. I get that. But if your boss tells you to shut the fuck up and you say no, then you get fired. We do understand that, correct? And she wasn't that big of a part of the TV show.
I want to say one
thing. Well, not only that, the more expendable you are, the more likely you are to get fired in that scenario.
Mark Hamill said shit too. So
Mark Hamill's a different level, though.
You're not firing Luke. Dom, you're not canceling Luke. You cannot. Dom just asked us to cancel Luke Skywalker. Holy shit.
Stop talking political shit and move
Holy
on.
shit. You just asked us to cancel Luke Skywalker.
And Pedro Pascal.
After the only Star Wars he ever watched is Luke Skywalker.
By the way, I have no clue what any of these people had said outside because I don't follow any of them.
People bring up Pascal. But Pascal stopped when they asked him to stop.
Yeah, they told him to stop, and he stopped.
I know, but he said some crazy stuff too.
But but they told Dom. The point is,
Dom,
the point is, if your boss tells you to stop and you choose not to stop, you choose not to have that fucking job anymore. Pedro, whatever the fuck Pascal said, if it's crazy, whatever, who gives a shit? His boss said, "Shut the fuck up, or you lose your job." And guess what? He shut the fuck up.
Well, listen, hey, look. What's his face?
You can't tell Luke Skywalker shut the fuck up.
I know, but he's saying crazy shit too, man. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, but Lucas said some crazy shit. You can't tell George. You can't tell George. You can't tell George Lucas to stop saying he fucking wrote fucking the Grogu. George Lucas took credit for writing Mandalorian and Grogu. You can't tell him shut the fuck up, George, because you can't. Same thing with Luke Skywalker.
Like-
you can't tell him to shut the fuck up. He's Luke
Tell him not
goddamn
to-
it Skywalker.
Do any more Jar Jar Binks things.
You can tell Jar Jar Binks to shut the fuck up. Yes.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
like,
you
I'm
know
saying,
what?
you tell George Lucas to quit writing Jar Jar Binks and stereotypical Asian characters.
About something,
Can't do anything about it.
Stop talking about certain things. Be professional. Just do your job. I understand that. Social media makes you push
Okay,
out all
what
that
is
stuff.
but Dom, what are you getting
Well, that's the
into?
argument.
What did I do to you?
The argument is that she should. But what she said was not worse than what Pedro Pascal said and Mark Hamill said. That's all I'm saying.
Honestly, they can fire Pedro Pascal
Dom,
at
once
this point.
again, you're missing the point. Who gives a shit what any of them said? The point is, your boss, Dom, if there's two Doms, Dom A and Dom B, and both of you are saying stuff you agree, whatever your fucking agreement is, because apparently you agree with one of the two point of views from any of these people, which who gives a fuck? But if you say shit as Dom A and Dom B says the complete opposite shit, but your boss comes up and says, Dom A, you keep it up, you're fired. Dom B, you keep it up, you're fired. It doesn't matter the fucking words that are coming out your mouth. It doesn't matter whatever. If you do not stop either side, you get fired.
I know.
She's dumb as fuck because she's a spoiled, rich little brat. She ran her fucking mouth because she comes from a lot of fucking money. When her boss said shut the fuck up, her dumb ass didn't shut the fuck up. Pedro Pascal was told shut the fuck up. He shut the fuck up. He has a job. She doesn't have a job. She also wasn't as important as
But
him.
look at Pedro Pascal compared to her. He is A level. She is like a C or D. So what do you
And
want?
he was above her level as an
She
actor.
ain't even a
anyways.
D level now. She does self.
That's a bad argument because he was
And
already.
they would have fired Pedro too if he would have kept going.
They
Because
would
you
have.
know
They
why?
had told him.
It's
shut
a
the
voice
fuck up.
actor job.
He did shut up. He told him shut up. He shut up.
He is. He's
Now you got
great.
me talking shit.
Yeah.
Mark
shut-
Hamill.
But okay, Luke.
Mark's a different level.
you
Dom.
can't-
I know, but it's still talking.
Imagine
Yeah,
Star Wars.
Hey,
Right,
Dom.
right,
Just because you don't like what he says, the guy. It doesn't matter. It does.
Just
Like,
be Luke Skywalker and stop
Here's how-
talking political shit.
Besides using his computer voice, have they hired Luke Skywalker for anything since then?
Yeah.
Besides public appearances, like I don't
Yeah.
think he's been in
didn't
internet
shut up,
shows
see?
or anything.
No, he didn't shut up. He still talked. But that's all right.
But it's a whole.
I don't know that
level,
he
Dom.
did. I don't know that he said much on the level of like, what he was saying before that.
yeah.
Yeah, because
Well, I don't know because I don't know what they fucking
He
said.
actually
Anyway.
said some stuff that actually was crazier than what Gina said. But at the end of the day,
Not really.
No, I heard what Gina said. There ain't much crazier than that, Dom.
They're not
Fucking
equal
bullshit.
level of
I'll call it
craziness.
bullshit. You can't say much crazier shit than that. That's some fucking bullshit. You could say she said some crazy shit. And he said
You might
equal
not
crazy
agree
shit.
with what Mark
I don't
said,
know.
but it
Yeah.
wasn't crazy.
Yeah, she said some crazy shit, dude. She said some crazy shit.
They're about
Yeah.
equal level.
And the guy that lives in a bunker and the guy that watches the internet way too much, taking your opinions on what crazy shit is, like I'm not really going to take either one of your guys' opinion.
Either way,
No offense.
you just can't
No
compare the
offense.
two. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
And plus, he is.
but
Yeah,
you know
I
what?
mean,
me personally,
Luke Skywalker. I can't believe Dom for 2 hours and 15 minutes is talking about we should bring back the original people. Luke Mark should overview every Lucas. We should just deep fake him all the time.
Why
And
always-
then 2 minutes into the speech goes, "Oh, we should cancel. We should
Why
cancel
other
Luke
things have always
Skywalker.
been like-
Cancel Mark."
No, I'm just
Why-
saying.
why-
Dom,
why
I
is
love you, bro.
Nobody should talk shit.
Dom, I
Nobody
love
should
you.
Talk anything.
Dom,
I love
why,
you.
why isn't
I love
Disney
you,
allowed to play
Dom.
favorites in that scenario though?
That's what
Like,
I'm trying to say.
if they want to, why aren't they allowed to play favorites though, Dom? That's my question. Like if they want to keep Pascal on and fire her, fine. They're a company. They're
Look,
entitled
James
to their
Gunn-
right to whatever
James
they
Gunn
want to do.
got fired. James Gunn got fired for pictures, pedophile party pictures.
No, there were no pictures.
You see, he has pictures. He has pictures as a priest at a pedophile party called the pedophile party.
Whoa. Hey, stop. You're going
I
to
know,
get
I'm
us
saying-
fucking calls
I know,
here.
I'm just saying, but
What kind of
Listen,
Dom?
Dom,
You got
all
Dom.
stop.
Stop talking. Whatever you're about to say, stop.
no, I was gonna
Because
say-
you're about to get us on trouble on the internet.
We all know what
Stop.
James Gunn was fired.
But they brought him
I
back.
don't care.
But
Just
they brought
say
him
James
back.
Gunn was fired for whatever was on the internet, but
But he got
don't whatever.
they
You see
brought
what I'm
him
saying?
back.
The words you're using, it's not about what you're saying. The
Okay.
words you're
I'm
using
not
to
gonna
get us
say
in
that, but I'm
trouble.
saying he got brought back. So they
Yeah,
He get brought
he
back
worked
by
his way
Marvel or
back.
Disney.
So certain things, certain
But
situations.
James Gunn also got fired for stuff he did a while ago, not stuff he was actively
know.
fucking
And
doing.
apologized too, didn't he? I mean, I don't know, man.
Yes, he
I don't
did.
know how you guys follow all this
You
bullshit.
know,
I don't
Wallace,
either.
at the end of the day, if a company wants to keep somebody, they'll keep somebody. If they don't, they'll get rid of them.
Well, they got rid of him and he apologized.
Jonathan Davis got fired. Jonathan Majors got fired. You know, with the
Did he
whole thing.
apologize?
Well, he's actually butthurt now because they brought back Robert Downey Jr. and he brought back things Robert Downey Jr. as his past. But meanwhile, I defended Robert Downey Jr. because the things in his past, he's been a model citizen since he's been with the.
Well, he apologized
too.
Well, hold on though. Hold on now. Yeah. So you've brought up two people who apologized.
Also, Jonathan Majors did what Jonathan Majors was accused of doing.
Did Jonathan Majors apologize?
Punching that girl.
He's just hurt. He's just
hurt. Oh shit!
I think he shoved her actually into a car.
It's also like there's also a difference. When you talk about Gunn, like people wanted to work for Gunn.
Once again, I mean, yeah.
If you're Joss Whedon got fired too, pretty much. Like right, nobody wants to work for Joss Whedon ever again.
Yeah,
ever.
No, Joss Whedon.
If you can't, hey, here you go. You're right. If she was actually that good, Dom. Once again, I think Wookie and Joe got back to this point. If she was that good, she probably could have apologized and got back.
Yeah,
but she's not. She wasn't good, man. There wasn't like this narrative that she's like so great. Like you could have replaced her with any like, dude. You could have replaced her with who's Flair's ugly ass kid, Charlotte Flair. She could have done the same shit.
You needed James Gunn back to finish Guardians of the Galaxy's story, right? So they had a need for James Gunn. He has a talent that they needed to finish.
No, he needed him back because DC was paying him fucking back. Yeah, they needed him back because DC was
tons of money.
Firing Gina Carano, or whatever she said, but firing her kind of screwed the whole story of the Mandalorian.
It didn't. No, it wasn't.
No, Dom, is she a Mandalorian?
I have a sneaking suspicion they would have gone forward with the same story they used in season 3.
I believe that, they're going towards the Mandalorian situation.
I mean, there was a reason all those Mandalorians were there with him at the end of season 2.
They showed you Ahsoka in season 2 because they were moving along. They were already moving along.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, that's what they were doing with it. I mean, this whole re-narrative, like, let's try to figure out the past. Like, you could say whatever you want about her. She's not this, like, if she was that great of an actor, somebody would hire her back legitimately, not like make your home videos, like legitimately hire her back. Like if she was, that good. But let's be honest, she was somebody who really did have rich parents. They gave her plenty of opportunities. Man, apparently her talent wasn't as good as she was given because she was. I mean, and hey, look, for somebody who fought, like her fight scenes were great. If you tell me her fight scenes were some of the best of The Mandalorian, Dom, I'll agree on that point. Yeah. But don't tell me her fucking acting was
I'm not talking about the acting. I'm talking about the character. I like the character. The character was a cool character.
But the character rewritten.
At the end of the day, when it comes to personal things, religion, sex, and
I don't know anything about Majors, guys.
And political should be left on the side. You shouldn't even talk about none of that stuff.
There we go, Joe. Joe's got a point. Thank you, Joe. She's also a terrible actor too. She's a terrible actor too.
But she's not even good at acting for wrestling.
You can't silence people who talk where they want to talk. They should be allowed to. But when Disney says, "All right, that's enough. Drop it," you drop it. That's all. And she does that. She's fine.
Yeah. I'm actually a little more of God's opinion. Like I kind of am the like.
Yeah, we know what happened publicly because they publicly told her to fucking drop it. They publicly told her, like, Dom, if it gets to the point where they're publicly saying something, like, I'm just warning you, Dom, if the corporate overlords, whoever you work for, the corporate overlords publicly tell you, Dominic, do not say anything else, publicly tell you that, I would suggest you say nothing else.
You get a book in HR, you get a thing that tells you everything, discrimination.
No. I'm not saying that.
I'm just saying you got.
I'm telling you, if the corporate overlords of whatever runs whatever if the corporate overlords come down and say, Dom, stop speaking,
no, she didn't win her lawsuit. It just didn't get thrown out. It's moving on. She didn't win a thing.
Yeah. That's not how that works, Joe. You're better than that.
Wins,
you know
what happens. She wins.
That's a BK.
Well, first off, she'll get a lot. They will settle before she wins, so that won't.
She's never winning. They might settle.
Gonna win, but yeah. I mean, that's
also too. If I remember right, they narrowed the scope of what she can use a little bit too in her.
They did, but it's moving forward. It's a path.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let her get what I don't even know what the lawsuit is, to be honest with you. I can't. The only thing is, like the last time Joe said that he won the lawsuit, I looked it up real quickly and it definitely didn't say that.
Yeah, but Disney used.
I actually give a shit either way. I could care.
Tom has no boss.
it's too much.
Dom is the boss.
Dom is the boss. But I'm just gonna give you that life lesson, Dom. If the boss, if the corporate overlord,
Chuck Norris books on me.
huh?
I went to a feminist party, came back with my shirt ironed and a sandwich made. That's what they got to start doing.
You need a woman.
Okay.
You need a woman. You better watch what
And
you say
fix your
because you literally just had a woman. You literally just had a woman. You can't
Don't
even
forget about the computer.
giggles. Hey, giggles! Smack him in the back of the head.
I'm not a feminist woman.
Oh, she's sleeping. She's sleeping now.
Oh,
I
she's
get
up.
it.
She's up.
Yeah. Yeah. You needed her to turn on the computer because you couldn't figure out how to do it, bro. I mean, very careful. Tread lightly on the words you're going through here, Dobby. I love you, brother, but I know her too. She ain't gonna put up with much of that. She ain't gonna put up. Yeah, you're. Hey, see how he's head turning and getting a little blushing? He's making sure that she ain't hearing it.
No, she's right there. She's right there.
Yeah, she's got right over, come and smack you across your head.
You're not gonna come back on that.
Hey, unfortunately, Dom will be canceled by giggles. She'll just take the computer away for a week.
No, but look, it's just it just strikes me funny that when I know people stop, but they still said some stuff too, and they should have not talked about none of that stuff either. That shouldn't even be brought up. But I know you have the right to speak, the right to do this, but you got to stop at a certain point.
Yeah, that's all.
It did kind of throw the story. I know they can recast, but once you have,
oh, hold on, man, you just dogpiled over this. You're talking about somebody who had a choice, and we're talking about Chuck who had no choice, who Disney. Who, by the way, if you want to talk about somebody who should take Disney for their money, it should be Chuck. Chuck should take Disney for their money. He was wrongfully terminated, 100% wrongfully.
But you see, that's the thing. But Disney, why did they terminate him? Because of that situation, and that's the problem. So Disney did something wrong, and this guy should have had his job and kept his job. So that's the thing.
Yeah,
so you can't defend Disney for doing the right thing after they did the wrong thing by firing this guy. So that's the problem.
I said earlier, I don't think
I'm not saying they do the right thing. Hold on, slow down. I'm not saying they do the right thing. I say they do the thing that's in their best interest every single time.
And getting rid of him was in their best interest at that moment.
It was in the best interest. Yeah, they thought it was. Yes, and they were wrong. I would say that they're incorrect.
And they also don't go. They're not going to go back and apologize.
They're not. Yeah, 100%. Like, I mean,
they're not. That's all. That's to be fair. That's not just Disney. You can see this around all of Hollywood, all of industry for the most part.
No, I agree.
People get fired for wrong reasons. The corporation very rarely comes back and be like, "Oh well, we'll welcome you back. We apologize to you that we fired you that way. Let's let bygones be bygones."
Oh, they definitely. Hey, hold on. They definitely moved away from Chuck, and they could easily move away from Johnson. Shit, they could move away from Gray. They could move away. There's not just know there isn't somebody that they can't move away. That's what I'm telling you.
None of them are that dispensable. None of them. Huh? None of them. Like they can move away from Soul. They wouldn't want to.
Well, they might not move away. They've made Cowboy Midget. They've made him pretty tough to get rid of at this point.
Yeah, he is tough to get rid of.
I mean, in the publishing world, they're all of them are
like a Twinkie. You can never.
Yeah, they've made him pretty. Yeah, I think he's kind of on that Mark Hamlin type situation where like he could say or do a bunch of dumb shit. They're not gonna get rid of him.
But he's also smart enough to think he wouldn't do that.
Everybody's stupid at some time, bro.
Charge. For the most part, I mean, short of being the president, he's probably the second-ranking person. Yeah, it's like,
So I mean, yes, he may, but they put.
They do have a board
because he hasn't done anything like that in the past. He's been around for 20 years.
Yeah, I mean, and Lucas likes to put him on his lap and pet him all the time. So, there's that. What? I mean, I used to be a huge fan of Dave. I know, but you've got. I was like one of the original members of the Filoni We Trust.
You were too far in love with Filoni, but now you're too far in hate of him. He's not as bad as you say he is. He's not good.
Somebody I wish they would fire.
You've like gone.
John Favreau. Can we get rid of John Favreau?
Yeah,
finally?
I think it's time.
I don't need him anymore. I don't need him anymore.
I don't even really remember. Like the point of him was to get Dave into the promotion. Dave's got his promotion now. Let's get rid of Favreau.
I'd be fine with that.
No, I'm not fine with getting rid of Favreau. I think Favreau had great ideas. Just that fucking Disney holds him back.
No,
Disney holds him back?
He doesn't know.
They gave him the
keys to the kingdom.
They gave him the keys to the kingdom. All the stuff you complain about and you blame on KK, it was actually
but Favreau. KK does have a lot of say in things too. He does. She's the boss. She's the final boss. So Some of the shit that he
do you think
did.
this is a video game? Like, do you think she's King Koopa?
She's the final boss. She's the goddamn fucking CEO.
Do you understand? Yeah, bro. Do you even understand like how that works? Like, that's not how that works, bro. That's just not how that is not how it works. Like, it's not like she's over there going like, hey Dave, could you send me the TPS report at the end of the day, please? I'd like to review it. She's got other shit going on. She's got so much of the investor bullshit and everything else. The little tweaks where she shows up, I swear to God, that broad is literally trolling angry old dudes like you. Like, the only reason she even shows up is just to troll you guys so that you could create more content on her. Like, she literally loves it. She has to.
Yeah.
Because there's no have you ever noticed before? She really never showed up for shit. All of a sudden, they started the internet fucking incel trolling, and holy shit. Now we get to hear her talk about shit. She has no clue. I'll be honest with you. Have you ever seen her talk before? Most of the times when she's behind the scene things, she's like, George, what do you think? Okay, that's a good point. Dave, what do you think? Okay, that's a good point. That's all she says. You can tell she does nothing more but get on the show to make your fucking blood boil to say, hey, I'm cashing checks and there ain't shit you can do about it.
Showing
Let me
up.
ask you a question.
Yeah. No, go back and watch the shit she's in. Hold on, Dom. Go back and watch the shit she's in. She don't ever say anything.
When George Lucas was in charge, did he like Timothy Zahn?
No,
he hated him.
He hated a lot of. Well, he hated a lot of extended universe stuff. Not just him,
you don't know this. So here we go. So there was Dark Empire that was supposed to come out, and he had told everybody da. Timothy got pissed because Timothy had already written. What did he write?
Heir to the Empire.
Was it Heir? Not all of it. But he started to write Heir, and they're like, "Okay, cool. You can't use whatever it was." So he goes, "Cool. Yes, I can," and proceeded to just shit all over Dark Empire. Literally just canon shit all over Dark Empire. So yeah, no, they didn't like, no.
All you really need to know about that, Dom, is the fact of ask George Lucas his opinion on Mara Jade, which is the character that Timothy created.
I love Mara Jade.
You can figure out how that story goes, man.
So why don't Disney fucking put out the characters that they didn't want? Why can't he put Mara Jade out? Why don't they do that?
George Lucas still sits in every fucking thing. There's no way you're getting married. Like,
it makes no sense, Tom. I know you like Star Killer, you like all these overpowered characters.
They still listen to
Shadows of the Empire,
George Lucas too. Like,
no, not listen. Georgie doesn't have anything better to do. He's literally on set all the time.
Yeah, I mean, they
just
still
to make
take
sure his
his
name
opinion
gets
on everything, more or less. So,
yeah,
I mean, to get Mara Jade in there would be a freaking miracle at this point, given that he's hated her for 4 decades now, or whatever, 3 decades.
How would it even work?
That was a sweet hat, Joe. It was a sweet hat.
How does it even work with the story we got to get Mara Jade in there?
Well, that's good internet. Just silence. Hold on. Dom, come on, man.
They've shoehorned weirder stuff in if they wanted to.
Hold on, JJ. Hey, JJ, we're letting Dom cook.
Let me ask you. They'd rather have Mark Hamill. They'd rather have Luke Skywalker be with another man than be with Mara Jade. I'll be honest with you. Disney would rather have that happen.
Dom. We gotta go. You gotta cut that out. That was gonna get.
It's true.
Gotta go.
Disney would rather have that.
Tom, that's not true.
That's not true.
Then give him Mara Jade. Put Mara Jade. Give him the
We're gonna give each have a different. Why can't it be just a different person than Mara Jade?
Wait, he's not going to be with anybody.
Hold on.
He's not going to be with anybody.
Hold on. Stop. Hold on.
He's a Jedi.
Stop. Dom, you were asked a very specific question, and then you just said some gobbledygook.
What?
Explain how Mara Jade would work out. Like, guys, why are you even arguing with idiocracy?
How can she work out? Because you could still have the Emperor's hand. The Emperor had so many goddamn assassins, so many different people. It's part of his assassin that he had that could have went after Luke when he was having his freaking goddamn academy going up, and she ran into him and she was going to kill him. And then later have the same story what happened in the freaking Legends.
You know, the Emperor's dead, so why would she be going after him?
But this is before.
The Emperor would be dead at that point. Like, yeah,
that's the whole thing. That's the whole problem. His essence is still alive. He came back in the Rise of Skywalker.
I don't want to hear anything about anybody else's essence. No. Well, so once again, we're asking to you, and we're not denying the fact that the sequels. I think everybody on this panel, excluding Ruben, would agree that the sequels are lackluster at best, poor storytelling. Nobody's in love with them, right? But this is the shit fest we have to deal with. So once again, by the way, which Lucas had a hand in, but let's just say that now this is the shit we're in. Not hypothetically, we're saying this is where we're at. Please go ahead. Write us the Mara Jade thing.
You still have 30 years of content that you could put out that go into Force Awakens, into the
good.
Force Awakens.
Give it to us then. You
could actually have the whole storyline, Heralds of the Empire, that they might be doing now. The watered down version to what Timothy Zahn did with the Ahsoka.
Hand of
I gotta say, because it's not gonna be Heralds of the Empire. You could still fit in another trilogy. You can still fit in, have aspects of certain things. Fuck, you know what you could have? You could have what George Lucas was going to have Darth Maul back as the Godfather of crime, and he's training freaking Dark Talon. Dark Talon could turn out to be the girl that falls in love with Luke.
Darth Maul back again?
Wait. Time out. How does Maul come back when Obi-Wan killed him?
Right. The whole fact is that he was in the story. He was before this.
No, not before. We're asking you right.
You can't
today.
go back though.
You have Dark Talon, who could be the new Dark Lord Sith. The new Dark, one of the Dark Lords can come back and
how the
fall
fuck
in love with Luke.
Mary Jade.
But I'm just saying, Mara Jade. If she never comes in, you could have another female.
No, you said we could get Mara Jade
in. Mara Jade. That's what my point was.
Stop. Everybody stop. Everybody stop.
You can get Mara Jade. Mara Jade could be a character that comes in. They got force-sensitive people. She could be force-sensitive in one of the planets. Luke is trying to run into her, trying to find his artifacts when he was with R2-D2, going around looking for artifacts.
But the point would be that she had a connection to the Emperor, who isn't around. Only apparently, and I don't say the E word again. I don't. That's so gross.
Right, the Empire is down. Remember, there's scattered remnants all over the universe.
Somehow.
Well, actually, there isn't because we kind of figured out where they are. But that's okay. Go ahead.
You know what, man? It could still fit in there. It could still fit in there one way that he meets a girl and he falls in love with her and finds out that she once was a dark force user. Everybody changes, and he falls in love with her. He felt the dark side of her. She's still fighting the dark side urges, and he falls in love with her. He helps her out, and they fall in love. They get married.
Ask yourself if that's really the Mara Jade story you want, first of all.
No, but
do you want just the portion where she becomes Luke's wife? Because that portion kind of sucked compared to the actual Mara Jade story.
You know what? Listen.
Yeah, I do too. I think that's it because he threw talent in there. Hey, and I'm not saying, hey, Dom, you know how we like to watch those internet movies, like fantasies?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I think fucking that would be a great hey, the fan fiction stuff of Luke banging Talon and the banging Mara and just on a bang fest with Dark Force users, cool, man. Actually, probably great softcore porn or hardcore porn, any kind of porn you want to do. That probably is a great porno that you should probably pitch to somebody, but it doesn't fit in the Star Wars universe.
I know, but
Dom, let me say one thing, Dom, real quick.
Kate's
also the one who says, I don't want to watch the High Republic because Jedi are having relationships with everybody.
Yeah, I don't want to.
And then you're giving a relationship to the Jedi.
But the whole fact is that it made a huge story. There was a huge story behind it. They're just fucking trying to put pieces together to make characters all want to be with each other, doing all different types of fucking things. That's the problem. There is no storytelling. They just want to throw a relationship there.
That's what you just said.
No, but you're
just hey, all I want is Luke to bang some Force users.
Listen, Luke and Mara Jade, there was a story.
Right,
These
right.
Stories
Cool.
that they're making,
But once again, Dom, I let you cook. Now you're fizzling out. Okay, here we go. I understand what you're saying, that there was a story there, and we agreed that there was a story there. We also told you that it is now past. So could you please shoehorn in any form a storyline? You did not give us a storyline. What you gave us was Luke Skywalker banging a Sith with red skin and then banging Mara Jade. That is what you gave us, which is exactly what Wayseeker's saying that I criticize. I do not give a shit about all the personal relationships. I'm done with it. I got the Han story with Leia. That was good enough. I don't need every character's romantic background.
That was a good story there too. I'm just saying, do a good story that makes sense, not the bullshit that.
But what you just said didn't. Dom,
right.
would you?
I'm just saying. I know I didn't make sense. I know I didn't make sense. I was throwing shit out there, but there could be good stories. The stories that were legends that were actually fucking good could be put in canon, but Disney doesn't want that. They want to make.
I don't know. He watched something.
You have a great story in Thrawn, in Herald to the Empire. Timothy Zahn.
We broke him accidentally. I think we did. I think we broke him. Dom,
no.
It was that outage. It was where the computer went out.
He watched
for like 5 minutes.
4, 5, and 6
came back.
Hey, and I'm not saying. Hey, by the way, Dom, I'm not saying like your storyline doesn't have a place. It just doesn't have a place. Hey, come on, man. We're really not having
Luke's put out there things they could do. But the fact is that you got a good character in Mara Jade. She
wasn't that good of a character. Can I just
stop?
It worked. Let's just stop. No, it didn't, because then we did there was 18 fucking assassin hands, and there was fucking 8,000 clones of Palpatine. That shit did not work, Dom. The end did not fucking work. So no, it didn't. So let's stop with that. Let's stop rewriting history. And just because we could look up a fucking Wikipedia page and some fan fiction art of Luke Skywalker banging some chick that you think's hot and you gave a thumbs up to on Instagram does not mean that the story fucking line worked. It didn't.
But I'm just saying,
literally, Heir to the Empire was a shit on Dark Empire. It was literally two dudes, nerds, literally going, "Oh, you tell me what I can't do? Well, I'm going to do this, so it's going to fuck you."
Let me ask you a question. Wasn't Shadows of the Empire a good story?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a good story. I would rather take Lost Tribes of the Sith.
I know that, but I'd rather have that story in canon than War of the Bounty Hunters. It
fucking sticks.
You know, but
dude, yeah, no, I don't. I don't want to see that either. I just done with it.
I get you. I think
stories, but I mean let's
see how this video game does. I think the better thing is to compare: is Shadows of the Empire a better video game, or this video game Outlaw is going to be a better video game? Because those are really comparable. We'll find out.
Here, this too. He's been helping out his brother too much. So give Dom a break. Good rehabilitated Dom will be coming back. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. We didn't.
I just got some things like I'm just saying that it goes back to storytelling because they fired this dude from making good Star Wars stories, and I'm just tired of the watered down stuff that we are getting. I want.
No offense, Dom, but getting mad about something that happened in 2016.
Yeah, but you know what?
It's like 10 years later.
A long time coming. It's just this is the state that they put something out like the Lando movie, the Lando series, the Lando this. You say something that's coming out, it doesn't come out. Oh, and then all of a sudden, all these stories come out.
Hold on now about Lando. Lando, it's Glover's brother is the one Disney's not talking about. I think that's part of the problem sometimes too, Dom. You keep saying they, which we think the they you're referring to is Disney. But Disney doesn't say these things. So they aren't saying it. So then it becomes people are saying, well, people fucking, yeah. I mean, that holds a little weight.
If Disney knew what they do, they would know what's coming out, what's not coming out. They keep fucking throwing around things and not saying anything. You gotta be
no, hold on, Tom. Let me ask you a question. You ever hear the saying, any publicity is good publicity? So why do you think Disney gives a shit that people are starting rumors? You think they're going to go correct they'd have to have a full-time staff to correct every idiot on the internet making some bullshit up. Why? When at least they're talking about Star Wars.
I know, but it's not the Star Wars you want to talk about.
Well, you say you know, but like
I told Waveseeker, and I told you earlier, when I fucking watched the original the original trilogy last night.
Oh my God! Could you imagine Tom doing Sith After Dark?
That brings back memories. That's what Star Wars should be, and that's the problem.
I don't know. I wasn't listening. I actually think this is even Matt's saying you're going a little bit too far on this one, Dom. I mean, I get it. I like listen. I know because it gets to your head sometimes because you get to the internet, but
it was what I watched and it just brought back. I just reminisced and sat down.
Yeah, but it's never going to be a 4, 5, and 6 again. You can't bring that.
That's
back.
Okay though. Hey,
spoilers, Joe.
Hey, listen. You know what makes 4, 5, and 6 great? There ain't gonna be another one. Like I was talking to my father-in-law about boxing. I really used to love boxing. You don't get to watch it that much anymore. And we were talking about some of the fights. And then we were talking about it, and he's like, hey, some people say that Ali was the greatest, but then what about Joe? And then I was like, yeah. I said, why do we always have to argue with what the greatest is? If you got to, if you watch the Ali Frazier fight, if you watch the Ali George Foreman fight, you got to see a great boxer. If you watch the Joe versus Max the Nazi fight, or you can't say that word, sorry, Max the whatever fight, you got to see a great fight, because the guy was great, right? If you got to see Marciano fight, you got to see a great fight because Marciano could take a hit. It was a completely different way to doing it. But if everybody could do that, if we could redo it all the time, it wouldn't be great. It would just be normal. So let's not always compare hey man, Michael Jordan cheated just as much as LeBron James gets a sixth step. There was no Euro step back there, right? But you could argue Magic was one of the greatest because of what he did. Why does it always have to be the greatest person? Why can't it just be that thing is great? And if it's great, then guess what? You're not going to see that again. So you're not going to see Michael Jordan dunking you're not going to see the 90s where you got a basketball player dunking for the free throw line with his tongue out, right? You're not going to see George Foreman's heavy bag leaking stuff and then the rope-a-dope. And nobody brings up that's probably what hurt Ali, but you're never going to see that again. Yeah, we had Tyson. Yeah, well, fuck. That's
saying,
now they're fighting each other.
I said there's no boxing anymore.
Stories with the characters and move on to other things. Yes, legends with legends, but you can make stories and take those.
But you gotta hey, you know what? Matt said something. Matt said, "Let it cook." Dom, you gotta let it cook too. You gotta let some of this stuff just go. Okay, we're not gonna get to see this, but here, man, I hate the Bulls. I'm a bad boy Piston fan. We got screwed. They changed the rules. We got fucked. And then they left Isaiah out of the Olympic team. But that doesn't mean that I can't recognize what Jordan was doing. If you sit there and say Jordan was a bum, then you're an idiot. You just can't do that. And that's kind of where you're at. You're saying, hey, look, if it's not the original three, it's everything else is bums. Well, bro, you're going to miss baby Bron. You know what I mean?
But I don't understand why they can't put out something that will get the fans fucking united and be happy.
Because we're not in that age.
Never happens.
That didn't happen back then. Dom, there's still people. You say the original three. Hey, you say the original three. Start breaking that down because there's going to be some people that are fuck Jedi. They hate Return of the Jedi.
Oh, they hate it. I know they did. But the fact is
that's what I'm saying. So when was this bullshit unification you're talking about?
Changed. Star Wars did change right after when the prequels came out. Star Wars forever changed. The original trilogy will always be the original trilogy. It forever changed when the prequels came out.
Star Wars was dead before then.
But the 90s was dead. It changed the way people, the original trilogy, you viewed the original trilogy after you saw 1, 2, and 3. It changed, and now when people say,
it changed because
I still like what
Lucas altered the films and made them worse.
Yeah, that's what changed.
But I'm just saying, I'm not even talking about the film. I'm talking about story. There is so much story out there that they can do and add things, elements, but they choose not to. And I'm just saying, Disney Plus could have been.
Yeah, stop with I'm just saying, because I'll be honest with you, I'm just saying it's lunacy. Once again. What makes hold on, stop and listen. What makes the original trilogy so good is we're never going to get it again. And the one time somebody touched that, which was Lucas, he fucked it up, right?
I know.
So if we agree that we're never going to get that again, we could sometimes just be happy with what we got. Why the fuck are you always looking at what your neighbor's grass looks like when your grass is green as shit? Yeah, Han shot first.
I'm not saying 1, 2, and 3 are the best movies ever, but there are other Star Wars fans that think 1, 2, and 3 are the best Star Wars.
I know. And by the way, not as bad. By the way, also not as bad as people made them out.
No, they're not. And I'm just saying that the fact that some of the choices that Disney makes no fucking sense.
Well, dude, Lucas. Hold on now. Disney didn't make 1, 2, and 3. That was Lucas by himself.
No, I know Lucas. I have no problem with the prequels. I'm talking about like
you said, don't.
I don't.
You watched the same movies I did, right?
No, bro. It was in
You said no problems with the trilogy.
Padme
I like
just like
Attack of the
offering
Clones.
herself at the end.
I like the Attack of the Clones.
Hold on.
The fact that one of the
I
king
like
of the
the-
Gungans goes all the
But you know
time.
what?
That didn't
That's
bother you
funny.
at all.
You have no
Or the
problem with
racist-
this?
Or the racist gun race stuff going on there? Like,
You know what, man? I have no
Oh,
problem.
the tread blockade.
The fact is that I have problems with some
He
of the
loves
shit
Jar
they
Jar
put out,
Binks.
that there's story that they can fucking do, and the ideas that could be done that they don't
Dom,
use.
hey, Dom, here's the hard part
There's
about
stories
that, Dom.
Marvel could do. There's
Hold on.
stories DC could do. There's stories.
Here's the
every
hard part about it, Dom.
Fucking
We
Chicago
just asked
PD could
you.
do.
We just asked you to give us a story of Mara Jade, and you pretty much had Luke Skywalker banging a bunch of bitches.
You know what?
That's what the story was.
I could give you a story. I'm actually.
No, hold on. I don't want another story because I already heard it, and I'm not trying to dog on you, bro. But I don't think it's as easy as you're trying to make this out. We gave you plenty of times, and your thing is, yeah, Luke's gonna start banging Force bitches. Like,
I'm just
okay,
saying, I'm giving you an idea. If they don't use Mara Jade, they could do something else with another female character. But
do you think that's how any of it works? Do you think, like, if it was that easy, they would just go down? You know this guy because you're in New York. You're on the streets. There's a guy in the corner just spouting bullshit out all the time. All his great ideas. You know, if that's how it works, you just sit in front of that guy and they'd be like, "Shit, great idea, movie, great idea, movie, great idea."
I'm just talking about the fact that what we got back then. Why can't they take some of that formula now and do it now?
They do. They tried it. That's probably the problem. The problem is they try to redo that formula over and over and over again.
So
that might be the one problem with it.
Okay. That's exactly what Force Awakens was, right?
Yeah.
I have
basically
grasp.
redoing the exact same formula of the original trilogy.
That's literally what they
people
did.
hated it for the most part. I mean, there was some love and there was some hate, but a lot of people didn't like that idea. So
hey, here's two things, BK. Out here, you can actually own property and own a boat. It's like it's not just. I know you don't know about ownership, but you can own a boat.
He's never left his house inside of his house in like 20 years, so he doesn't even know what grass looks like.
It's a boat house that he lives in.
I'm sorry for the rant, but the fact is that it just brought back.
I don't care that you have the rant. I just think it's like, but I just hope like sometimes you like would take just a second and listen to what you sound like. Like, no, just listen to what you're saying because it doesn't make it doesn't match. The Dom sometimes you don't match. Sometimes you just say some of the craziest shit. Like, what are we doing? And then like other times I'm like, oh, dude, like this guy makes it. Like once you start saying what I'm saying is, that's where you should probably know. That's that's like that's like the alcoholic when he's like, I shouldn't mix brown liquor and blue liquor. And then like, okay, when you're talking like that, you should have been cut off, and they take another drink and then they puke up all over the bar. Right. Yeah. Like when you're starting to say, yeah, but what I'm saying, like, that's where you get to a point of like, you get, that's it. And we went with too long.
One thing Disney, I think, has learned, I hope, is that they shouldn't tell Luke stories unless they have the right Luke story.
Yeah.
In the EU, they told so many Luke stories that I'm saying they're all bad, but there was just a ton of Luke stories. When they used Luke, it hasn't gone good either.
Take some of the good
Luke story in Mandalorian.
No.
Not good.
I think.
Hold on, though. But here's what I want. Hey, here's what I want. Here's what I want then, because that's a good point. What Luke's story in the EU was good, like from start to finish. Because I think Wayseeker brings up a good point.
Well, he does, but there are some things when he made the Jedi Academy, the Heralds of the Empire storyline, his development story.
Is he saying Heralds of the Empire?
Heralds of the Empire.
No, Heir to
the Empire storyline, and they build.
No. Hold on. Let's be very specific. The whole Heir to the Empire storyline is not good. It is not good.
And when you reach out that, you go past Heir to the Empire, it gets weirder. Outbound flight. Well, even just hold on now. Weirder.
Yeah, but, even because then they just rehash the like somehow Thrawn is alive again.
Returned.
Yeah, that line is Heir to the Empire. It literally explains Heir to the Empire. That is Heir to the Empire. You know that, right? Like that is a callback to Heir to the Empire, which is not good.
Like, do we need some head crazy clone of a clone? Jedi guy. I mean,
oh my gosh, we've stumbled onto another cloning facility that has Palp's clones in it. We thought we already destroyed this.
But but the story, like what we're getting. All right, look, how much hate did the
there we go.
get compared to the Acolyte?
The same.
The same?
Yeah, I just think it's a different time where
it's a different time. You didn't have social media.
Yeah, you couldn't bat spam stuff
back then.
I remember they bat spawned the wrong fucking thing. For Christ's sake.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Don, repeat your question.
I'm just saying that the hate.
How much hate did the prequels get related to like the
prequels? They got a lot of hate.
It did get a lot of hate. I mean,
yeah. See what you kindly forget, and you can probably actually go back on the internet and see this. There was plenty of people early on trying to make VHS videos and everything else and send them out on like double recorders or even start to get into the internet era. And like they would go into stores and go, George Lucas is a fucking idiot. Look at all these Jar Jar Binks things and blah, blah, blah. This is the worst ever. He killed the franchise. He needs to, like, literally, people were saying George Lucas, after that trilogy, needs to sell the franchise. That's what they were saying.
Mm-hmm.
They were saying that. And by the way, it wasn't like now where you could get on YouTube and say that shit. No YouTube. This was grassroots. Like, hey, we're having a teleparty. Let's talk about fucking.
And we didn't even make money doing it. It's not like today. Like being negative, like makes money. Back then, it didn't even make money in the same way.
But look,
just people hated it.
Think about this: the toys that come out today, right? The characters that come out. Who's gonna buy the Acolyte figures compared to the original trilogy figures? Think about it. How much more money you get with the original figures compared to the Acolyte?
Well, is that because people are actually buying figures? Like back then, you bought figures because you wanted figures. There was collectors too, but now it's all fucking collectors, Dom. It's all people our age buying the figures. It's not like you're going in there to buy like a figure for your kid.
Wait, I'm sorry. What are you asking? Are you asking? Are you asking the original like 70
back then compared to now?
I
don't think there's any trouble. They don't have any trouble merchandising stuff now.
Yeah. First off, I think you can't compare you literally can't compare the markets. Because back then your shelf sizes were different. Everything wasn't skewed out like it is now. Shelf lives were different. You had, and by the way, I will tell you this: if you think the Star Wars stuff, everything from the original all the way to our Return of the Jedi, didn't make the Blue Bin special, you are incorrect. That stuff was going on clearance and being sold at Big Lots also. So like before you start talking about, the shit was like clearing off. This ain't fucking Star Wars shit wasn't Tickle Me Elmo, bro.
Yeah, I'm just feeling. I know, and the demographics different. I know that, but what sells?
The selling arc is similar.
It's just different, though. My kid ain't gonna buy a Luke Skywalker or any of those figures. What kid really cares about Luke Skywalker?
Because they made him a fucking nump.
What?
Well, no, but even
cool. They didn't give his highlight away. He's cool.
A nump?
Yeah, I don't know what he said.
Fuck is a nump?
No, but the
gotta be a New York. Gotta be a New York thing. I don't know.
They didn't show his.
Tom, hold on.
They showed him fucking drinking a milk out of a fucking animal's freaking breast.
Because he's an old.
Kids aren't gonna buy Acolyte figures, and they ain't gonna buy Luke Skywalker figures because kids don't care about either.
That's not entirely true. Mandalorian showed him as a badass that was seemingly unstoppable. So, I mean, there's two things there.
I once again, the selling cycle, although shortened, and merchandising being, they try to statistically push out stuff, and I think that sometimes the pandemic, because of the shortage in toys, because the shipment hurt it. Like it's not different than it was. Those original figures were in discount. Go look at the fucking some of the stickers that are still on the box if you don't believe me, because they say fucking clearance on them.
He knows.
Huh?
BK. It's crazy.
This is the most in-depth comment I think I've ever seen.
Basically, use a little tunnel to trail around.
He's really way past BK's bedtime.
Oh yeah, that's kind of a good one.
I guess to get a bell back. He has to get the bell with that one.
Yeah, give him the bell. All right, we haven't given the bell in a while. Yeah, I mean, like this, and plus how they buy out shelf space now and everything else is a little bit different. So, like, you can't compare it, but like if you compare it,
ring the bell.
If you try to compare the merchandising now, apples to apples, to be honest with you, the selling cycle is similar.
All right, let me ask you.
There's certain percentage of sales. It probably is more efficient now.
Let me ask you another quick question.
On the internet too.
Yeah.
All right, if you
Wasn't a
made
thing then.
Luke badass, and you had him badass in the movies after the Return of the Jedi, and had a badass Luke do things, you don't think that's
When was Luke a badass though?
But I'm just saying he became a Jedi. He became a Jedi from The Empire Strikes Back to Return of the Jedi. He gained knowledge and became more of a badass. But I'm just saying, but if you made him cooler,
maybe he became worse. We don't know.
I don't know, but I'm just saying. But the fact is that if a character's cool, they're gonna fucking buy him. Why do you think they still buy Boba Fett figures?
No kid
buys
Boba
Fett figures. Only
you
grown-ass
and
men
people
like
your age buy Boba Fett figures.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Do you think my kid cares at all about Boba Fett? Or
you don't teach him well. You don't teach him well.
Hold on.
You don't teach. You're not teaching it well. You got to teach these kids well.
Hold on and pump the brakes. Boba Fett is an okay character. Kids will play with it because any kid will play with a toy. But like, you got to admit, when looking back compared to what they have nowadays, Luke Skywalker, yeah, he's kind of soft and lame. Like Han Solo, one of my favorite characters. Let's be honest, for kids nowadays, a gunslinger with just a gun and a fucking vest who like humps on a chick, yeah, it's not the coolest thing anymore. And that's okay. Like Chewbacca, a hairy dog. Okay, cool. They've got a Grogu. Like, yeah, but you've made more out of Boba Fett than it probably is. And you're right. Most of the stuff besides nubs that goes to the discount bin is stuff that they target at older male demographics. People like you who are having trouble getting older and for some reason think like the childhood, which by the way, you're right. Sucking on, and I'm not saying this degrading to you, but yeah, you having your mom's titty milk in there and fucking everything for free is a great time in life. It sucks having to go to work. Nobody likes it. Do you think I like working? No. Nobody likes being a fucking adult. But here's the sad fact. You're a fucking adult. So at that point, we can either do one of two things. We could try to shit on every other child because they're getting the good life of, eating ice cream on a fucking weekday or whatever the fuck they're doing, or playing with toys and having
a job, you 7-year-old.
Yeah. Like Dom, to be honest with you, you at least, you don't have to have heathen-ass kids running around like Wayseeker and myself. So you don't have to take care of a little snot nose. You at least get to play with toys still. But like, let's not act like that's fucking, hey, a normal adult activity. Like we should have grown up at some point. We are blessed enough to not have grown fucking up. We live with bullshit toys around us, bro.
And
so instead of like all this horse shit, let's just say, hey man, thank you for the original 3. I like that. I'll take this part of the new shit. I'll take the acolytes, which I like. Look, JJ's tried to get you shit all over the acolytes. This is the one I'll give you, Dom. You stood your ground on it. You stood your fucking ground. Congratulations. But here we do. Just take those little bits and enjoy it. And the rest of the shit, like stupid ass nubs and Wayseeker's fucking trying to push his nubs agenda, bullshit. Let it go, though. Just let it go. That's that's just the facts.
It just bugged me.
Bro, check this out. I got this huge ass fucking Age of Apocalypse fucking fig. Like, how fucking cool is that, bro? Look at that motherfucker.
Mark was also the one that bought that stupid Ewok thing not too long ago. That he probably
I got the Ewok set up there. I got a fucking Tauntaun. I got a bag I'll probably never use.
Boba Fett bobblehead right here next to our computer. So it's sitting right here. Look, at the end of the day, I understand everything you're saying.
You can't be pissed that they're targeting shit at children, because you'd be pissed if an adult was telling you that you can't have those Star Wars figures.
I know, but I'm just saying. But there's just a lot of stories that they could have done. Their direction.
There are, but I don't think Mara Jade is one that is. As well, we're going back to that conversation.
And you're not getting. Hey, let's be honest, Dom. Let's be honest. You're not getting titty talent.
What was wrong?
You're not getting titty talent. You're not getting titty talent.
What was wrong? What was wrong with her character?
What with the heir to the
Empire? Point of view, or from
Mara Jade in general? What was wrong with her character? You don't think she's a strong enough woman for this day and age because they got strong women and all that stuff like that going on that she could have sold?
Why do you keep using air quotes like you're saying some fucking thing that
I'm just saying?
Do you know how those things are supposed to work? You're not quoting anybody. You're just
Quote,
saying some
quote,
dumb
quote.
shit. Whenever
I'm
you
saying
say
the
some
fact
dumb
that
shit, you throw up air
wouldn't
quotes
Mara J
like
work
you're quoting somebody. Like, what the fuck are you
Why would
doing?
Mara J work now in a society that they're
Nope, doesn't have anything to do with that. Doesn't have anything
Doesn't
to
have
do with
anything
that.
to do with that. Yeah,
For-
it's
no,
more
Yeah,
from
first
a
off,
story perspective. It doesn't work to work her
first
back
off,
in.
it doesn't work out with a story perspective.
The Inquisitors make her obsolete.
Yeah, the Inquisitors are basically what the Emperor's hand was.
And
They just are.
the Inquisitors
Are kind of a cooler version.
Actually, Vader's.
No. Because hey, hold on. Go through. Hey, listen. And here's the thing, Don. Before you start going, because if you bring back Jade, you bring back all the hands. That's some stupid shit.
Yeah.
Doing the one thing I'll give Dave and them.
What was
doing
the other
the
one in the
Inquisitors.
original comic run?
Huh?
That was basically was it a
The tall
Lady
one.
Shar?
Yeah, Lady Shar.
Lady Shar, whatever it was.
What about you got the freaking handmaidens that came back? They made Charlie's Angels.
that was
and
stupid.
Yeah,
That
I
was
understand,
stupid.
but why? Why?
The handmaidens were stupid.
But that was something too that's also in
Inquisitors are
canon that they could use. I mean, quick and dirty.
But you don't like the
and-
Inquisitors?
I like the Inquisitors. You know, I like the concept.
Look, man, here's where we're gonna have a different views. I don't want to see Luke Skywalker get in a fucking relationship. I don't want
I
to
don't see Luke Skywalker again. Period. To be honest.
I don't want to see Chewbacca in a relationship. I don't want to see anybody in a relationship. I just want some more. I want what they did in the Acolytes, the good parts. I want the action, a little bit of a mystery, some shit where you're looking at it and you're like, wow, that was shot very well. That's what I want, man. I don't want.
Which is in a musical number.
I don't want a musical number. I don't want that bullshit. No, I don't want that musical number. But if I have to suffer through a musical number to see like that sweet ass fucking those couple fight scenes that were sweet as shit, I guess that's the shit I'm gonna have to take.
Yeah.
Because we had to watch a brother and sister kiss at one point. So how you like them apples?
I watched that scene sitting down when she kissed Luke, and you see 3PO standing there, and Han was there. I was like,
Don't bring back
Star
Lumpy.
Wars.
Don't bring back Lumpy.
No, but
Bring back Stinky. I'd rather bring back Stinky.
Yeah,
you know,
I need a live action Life Day special.
and I know
So that's
that
what
Dave
I'm looking forward
Filoni
to.
is
Not what I
doing
need.
stuff from the Clone Wars. He's capitalizing things that he story arcs from the Clone Wars that he did years ago. I understand that, but you know, it's just I don't know. I go through
Bro. Hey, my man, real quickly, BK, because I know you already cowered out. I invited you, even would have paid for you to come out. Your mom gave you permission. You
Hey,
chose
BK,
not to.
listen, I want you to come be my guest at Baltimore when I go to Baltimore. Come to Baltimore,
You
man.
can't come. I already
You
tried to
get,
pay
you,
for
get,
everything.
you get a +1 going on there. or what?
Yeah.
My wife doesn't want to go, so I'll get a ticket for
It's because she doesn't want to hear you ranting. Tell her I say hi. That's
she
what
said
forces
it's
her
true.
to go.
She said it's true
Huh?
because it's true.
That is true.
Yeah. Hey, if she got to hang out
All
with
you do
us,
is stand in line all day.
yeah,
Your
if she got to hang out with
conversation's
us,
so
you'd be like,
boring.
hell yeah. Ask her. Hey, be like, hey, if you just got to hang out with Marco the whole time and Pete, would it be
See
cool?
that?
Would you go?
Hey, hon. Marco said if you get to hang out with him all day, would that be fine? That is a plus. He goes, that is a plus.
But Tom, this is your con experience. You get in a line for 3 hours for somebody to sign something. You get in another line for 3 hours for somebody to sign
But
something,
I-
and then
I
you go
don't-
home.
I
Why would
wanna
that be
walk
fun
around.
for
No,
anybody?
I walk around after I get the autograph because I want to get there early, get the autograph. Boom.
Walk around a
I,
little
go, I know it's not fun for her, but the fact is that I'll take her out to dinner. We'll go out to places.
I think it would be. I think it'd be a bigger selling point if it wasn't Baltimore too. It's like,
Yeah,
where do you
it's
want to
also
go on a
Baltimore.
vacation?
No,
Life?
Like,
I-
hey,
Wait,
we
wait,
almost,
wait,
hey,
Baltimore.
last time we almost got a fight with like 4 cops and like, yeah, I mean, nobody
I
wants to
love
be around that
the
shit.
restaurants
Nobody
in
wants to go to Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Oh.
But
Nobody.
you know what? Look,
Sorry,
I
my
do my
bargain.
thing. I have my perks. I'm going to Chicago to meet the man, the myth, the second
Yeah.
legend besides me.
Chicago is. I'd rather go to Chicago than Baltimore.
I'd rather go to Chicago than Baltimore.
I know.
Chicago's a
I'm going to
fun-ass
Chicago.
city,
She's never
dude.
been to Chicago, so we're going.
What?
She's never
Never?
been to Chicago, so that's
Oh,
going.
bro, I'm gonna get, where are you guys going?
We're going to the Fan Expo.
Where's it? Is that McCormick's? Is that McCormick's?
That's in Illinois. It's the Illinois Convention Center.
No shit, that's where Chicago is. Oh,
I know.
no, so it's not
I don't.
McCormick's.
I can't think. I don't know where exactly where it is. Wherever
I'm
the
not
Fan
buying
Expo is.
any of you fuckers anything, by the way. My pocketbooks are closed in Baltimore. Okay, just so everybody knows.
It's at the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center in Rosemont.
Oh, no shit. In Rosemont?
Mhm.
Okay.
In Rosemont.
All right. I mean, it's a
wanna
little
go?
farther out, but
Want to go? Meet me there.
no, I'm actually going out that way. But one of my brothers lives out that way. That's where we're going this weekend. A little bit further north than Rosemont. So,
Nubs might be showing up one of these years to Baltimore though, just to hang out.
Nubs, you?
Maybe.
Why don't you come out? You should come out
Sometime I
for a day
will.
or two.
I'll come out. I'll
I tried to
bring a
fly
Nubs suit.
Kyle out last night. I fucking had the
No.
Venmo ready to go, and he denied it.
Spoiler, BK, I won't fucking be there. So you're fine.
That's fucking hilarious. Neither will BK though.
All right.
All right, we
still
gotta
have got
go,
up
man.
for 3.5 hours.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to get out of here at fucking 2 hours, 30 minutes. Then let Dom cook. Matt, we're never letting Dom cook again. You're such a dude. Fucking worst advice ever. All right, everybody. Well, I hope you enjoyed it.
There should be a segment. Let Dom cook.
That should not be a segment. Did
Yes.
you see how poorly that just went?
No,
I don't
listen,
think it goes the way you
listen,
think it goes,
I
Dom.
got to prepare myself a little bit more, but the whole fact is that I could do a better story. I'm just was trying
Okay,
to make
next week. Well, I'm not.
No,
here.
not next week.
Sorry.
Next week is
Well, I'm
not
not
here.
here. You
No.
give us the. I want a 1 page, and I
You're
want
not going to
a
be here.
beginning- Yes, stop. That's fine.
We should,
That's why we're
we should
not
do
doing
that.
it.
Dom types up a whole story treatment, like a
No,
three-page
yeah,
story
not a whole
treatment.
story. No, you can't give a whole story treatment. Dom, this is what I want.
Storyboard.
I want a paragraph. No, I want a paragraph intro of an overview. Then I want middle scene and finale. Okay, so you're gonna give us a summary.
Reacts.
You're gonna give us a summary of what the whole story's about. Then you're gonna give us like the big part in the middle, like to get it so it's not like the meats and grits of it. And then you're gonna give us the surprise ending. Okay, Mara Jade in the current Star Wars universe. Can you do that?
2 weeks from now. Mark
No,
up
next
You know
week.
what? We did a Mary J kind of thing. Let's do a Dark
I'm
Talon
a still
story.
runner next
Dark
week.
Talon. Okay, Dark
I
Talon.
want to see what they write for Dark
Yeah,
Talon.
I want.
We'll
Yeah,
do Dark
Dark
Talon.
Talon. Let him cook. Let him cook.
All right, Dark
All right.
Talon. All right.
Dark Talon, you got it. Why did this just get popular? People. Yeah, dude. Could you imagine? Well, I mean, I don't know. SNS did really well last night.
Hey Matt, listen, I want to be on the show. I want to hang out with you guys, but I got to try to find the time. But you guys do Saturday. Saturday night's hard for me.
Saturday's a tough show.
Friday
Yeah,
night's hard for me to do. But I make up
Back-to-back nights is tough. Saturday and Sundays.
It's
tough.
Saturday. Your Friday night.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
It's
Sure,
even
Giggles
Saturday
will kill
afternoon
him.
for like
It is
Yeah,
hard.
Giggles will
that's the
kill him.
hard part.
Gigs
You know,
Every night.
It's just I do the Sunday and it's hard to do it
This
Friday.
show's
No.
too early. I wish this show started 2 hours later.
2 hours later. What are you going to 1 o'clock in the morning?